Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Um, Happy Sunday, happy new day, happy new week. Welcome to SKTV today. Welcome to the show. As you join us, let's share the show, please. Help us to share the show, please. As you join us, let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. Please and please. Let's share the show. Let us know where you're joining us from, please. That would help. That would make a difference. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome. Tell us where you're joining us from, please. Chairman Morris, Momolu Dukley. Good afternoon, sir. What's going on? What's going on, Chairman? What's up? What's happening? Folks, let's share the show, please. Share as much as you can. Happy New Day. I'm excited for the gift of life. Happy New Day. It's good to be on. What's up, Mark? Happy New Day, guys. Let us know where you're joining us from. Where's your location? Let us know your location, guys. Yes, after that old dozen, you are watching us from Maryland, one of the beautiful states in America. Folks, let's share the show. We should have a representative, Musa Bility, on here with us as our guest because there are some things he wants to discuss. Alvin Dennis. Alvin, where are you watching us from? Please. You need to tell where you're watching us from. You will not die if you tell where you're watching us from, guys. Let's share the show. Good afternoon. Monk will be joining us here soon. I believe my boy Milborn will be joining us. But in the meantime, let's share the show. Happy New Week. William Sumawulu is watching us from New York, Staten Island. Staten Island. It's been a while since I was there. Last time I was in Staten Island was maybe 2007, 2008 when I was just come to the US. So let's share the show, please. It's been a while. I need to visit Staten Island. I was in New York about a year or two ago. So that went by. But I didn't go down to Staten Island. I don't know why. You know what? I take that Staten Island timing back because I think I went on some kind of, I'll use the word mission. Back then, and my mission took me through Staten Island. Yes. So yes, I've been to Staten Island recently. Not a recent, but a couple of years back. Let's share the show, guys. Let's share the show. Please, let's share the show. Today, let's share the show, guys. Sorry, I'm doing something here. I'll be right with you guys. I'll be right there. Hello, vote people. Let me recognize my people here instead of sitting out here. The visionaries vote are present as always. Okay, Alvin from Minnesota. So far, Minnesota seems to be tapping the chat here as to Melvin D. Shields watching us from Europe. Thanks for being informative on national issues. William, we talked about you, Mantra. I said so far, Minnesota is tapping here. I don't know where vote Una Man coming from. Francis Duncan. Anuaku. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Is watching us from Pinsdale, red light. How's red light, my man? Francis, that name could be used interchangeably for women as well. So sorry if I call you my man and you're a woman. I am very sorry. I am sorry. But I share the show, folks. Today I'm well relaxed, chill. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show, folks. Y'all share the show, y'all not die. You share the show, you not die. Your boyfriend will not leave. Your copper will not leave. Your grandma will not leave. Share the show. Your significant other will not leave you. Share the show, man. Don't be shy. Share the show. Okay. I'm almost concluding what I'm doing here. Let's share the show. Please, let's share the show. Let's share the show. I don't know. I feel like we are okay. I think I'm getting the signal that I need here. One more second, folks. One more second here. One more. I'm not doing something right. I can feel it and I know it. This is not right. Okay, let's share the show, folks. Good morning, good afternoon. Today is Sunday. Sunday, the 25th of February. February is about to be over in approximately 4 days. I think from now to Thursday, the 1st of March will be Friday. Friday. I'm looking forward to the 1st of March, Friday. I am looking forward to the 1st of March, Friday. But let's share the show, folks. I can tell if you're not sharing the show. I can also tell if you're not doing what you have to do, folks. Let's share the show. Sorry there. Okay. Something is not right, folks. I know something is not right. Give me 1 second, please. Something is not right.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for food. There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualify people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here the promise from them. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical health.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualify people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here the promise from them. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play body so make you I can't ask you TV menu. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more I yo. And you love
SKTV, the past and life be real.
Sorry, I knew something was not right. Let me start off the show by recognizing you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the show. Thank you for helping us share the show. Thanks for your comments. Let me use this time to recognize you really quick. Now, the only way I can recognize you unless you write, right? So as always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. But most importantly, the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. That is for sure. Welcome to SKTV. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome and welcome. Let's share the show. Help us to share the show. Help us. Share the show. I want to say happy birthdays to two other people today. One of them is my boy, SB Dunn. SB Dunn. It's his birthday is today. Please don't ask me how old he turns. That's my picking. Now his birthday. My picking SB Dunn. Now his birthday today. Big shout out to my boy SB Dunn. There are some people that are boy. SB cool people. I hope Lofa will do the needy today. Lofa will send something. The thing will collect for SB. You will send it. SB, if you're following or people that know you following, the thing will collect for your birthday. Lofa there now. Either you need to get an account. Lofa come and deal with me. But SB, happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday. Welcome the new age. I'm beginning to follow my footsteps. Yeah. When I get older, I will listen to anything when you begin Lofa. Yeah, my two beginning. SB, don't have a birthday, my man. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you today. Wish you many more years. Another person I want to wish happy birthday is Mo. Happy birthday to Mo. More than my girl. She cool people. All I bring for your landlords. Oh Lord. Let me more happy birthday, Mama. Wish you many more years. Yeah, more birthday, more I'll make it up. I got an invite. I didn't make it to Georgia. Shame on me. I should have been in Atlanta, Georgia this weekend. For some reason, I couldn't make it. I'm announcing it after the fact because you probably would have never known, some of you on Facebook, unless maybe you had seen a picture or you were present there, had seen me in there. But more, I'll make it up. Happy birthday to you. I just want to do one shot to kill two birds. And my schedule was a bit conflicting, so that's why I couldn't make it up to Atlanta, Georgia this weekend. But I got you. I still owe you. I believe I still got to make it up. And I will do what it takes to make it up. I owe you. Sorry. Sorry. But happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Wish you many more years. That'll be it. I will call you later after the show. I gotta call you. I gotta call SB. Yeah, I gotta check in with her and see what's up. See what we got going on for the birthday. You never know. Maybe on your birthday, y'all will drop something for me. Maybe y'all go make it happen. Yeah, me. But anyway, let's share the show. Ali Aisha Donzo, yeah, Big Apple. I got someone a picture. Maybe I'll upload that picture on here. I got someone a picture. I took a rest at the Big Apple at the airport, right in the airport. Took a picture there before getting out. Yeah. I got someone a picture. I'll put that picture up. I'll put it up. I think you're talking about Big Apple. That New York. That big border city, that busy city. That city very, 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 very busy. But let's share the show, folks. A lot of things to uncover today, to talk about. We will more likely so, just so you're aware, we're more likely so we're waiting to get signal from Liberia from Chairman Musa Bility. While we're doing that, let me go back to recognizing you guys quickly. James Lamin says, good evening, bro. James Lamin, where you following us from? Let us know. Atia Kane, say good evening, SKTV. Atia, where are you following us from? Atia, where are you following us from? Atia, I'm not sure. Sorry. I butchered your name. Tobo Tobe is watching us from Copenhagen City, Germany. No, I'm sorry, not Germany, Denmark. Thank you for following us from Denmark. Sole Wesley, she said, we are here. People, happy Sunday to all. Sole Wesley, where you following us from? Let's go down. Linda, is that Nipa? Linda Nipa. She says, hi, SKTV. Linda, where are you following us from? Y'all let us know where you're following us from, please. Yes, it will help. Let us know where you're following us from. Please, it's a good thing. It will help. And you will not die. Lovely Pew T. Perry. Hey, SKTV family, watching you from Minnesota. Minnesota people seem to be dominating today's stuff. Let's go downwards. Asata M. Miller says, good evening, SKTV family. I'm watching live from Soul Clinic Community. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you from Soul Clinic Community. Soul Clinic Community, thank you for following us. Ataya says she's watching us from Minnesota. Busy and expensive. The Big Apple. Yes, you mentioned very busy, very expensive. Why is it a big boy, big girl and city there? Then I'm funny people can go to that city. Yeah, funny people again want to go to that city. That city, That's it, they get noise. That's it, that city. Anyway, Afro King is following us from Norway. Afro Viking is following us from Norway. Okay. Thank you. That's far. Alexander Panofis, Emmanuel here, sharing and watching from Missouri, USA. Missouri, okay. Roger G. Bon Jr. is following us from Painesville, Liberia. Painesville, Liberia. Okay, Liberia. Ambassador Roger G. Bon Jr., CEO of ISP Liberia, following from Painesville, outside of Monrovia. Okay, Ambassador, CEO, thank you for following us. It's a pleasure having you on. Thank you. Thank you and thank you. Ja Eddie, join us from, is that C-Zone? We District, Grand Basso County. Let me go back and pronounce that name. I need Lula Basso name. C-Zone We. No, C-Zone We District, Grand Basso County. Eddie, is that C-Zone We? Which district is it in? Number 1 district, number 2 in Grand Basso? Because I can't pinpoint it. But thank you for following us. Thanks to you guys for following all of us. Thanks to you guys for following all of us. Okay, District 3. District 3. Thank you. Thanks to you guys for following us from District 3. District 3. Folks, let's share the show. I will be getting back with you in a second. Let me check on something really quick here and see.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it before the aspect connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Worried about people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end of parents from there. So welcome and life with African.
I lyrical
Master.
Cleverly, so I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I go. And you love
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and Grand Baza.
And I didn't ya too many, and I said ya too many, and I couldn't play ya too many.
Okay, just before we get into the politics or the program for today, don't ask personal questions. Today I want to interact with you guys for a few seconds before I get into the politics. As long as you don't ask personal questions, I will attempt to address your question. Again, as long as you don't ask personal questions, I will attempt to address your question. If you ask me a personal question, I'm not going to answer. But it's open for the next 2-3 minutes for you to ask your question. VP Jeremiah Cohn Son Roger writes, I don't know if this is true, but this is what he writes. I am VP Jeremiah Cohn Son, the political son of Jeremiah Cohn, following from Painesville, outside Monrovia, Liberia. I'm hoping to be panelist on this show. VP Jeremiah Conson. If you want to be panelist on the show, thanks for your interest. Feel free to reach out to me. On Facebook, my name is Moses. The same way you spell Moses in the Bible. And or reach out to Sekou and SKTV on Facebook. Sekou Kane on Facebook or SKTV, and we'll definitely speak with you in the back end and determine some things. So that either. Oh. Monk, sorry. That was a huge mistake from my end. My brother, I made a huge mistake. I take full responsibility. I knew something was not right. So, my sister Degonti say, Moses, your favorite labyrinth dish, dry rice and fried fish. You will never believe that, but yes. Any other question? Because if you now ask a question, we'll get into the program. That's it. No, not Tobagi, Mama. Not Tobagi. People will be surprised, not Tobagi. Not Tobagi. Nope. Not that I don't eat it, but I don't think I'm even a big fan of rice and soup and plenty of soup that you can be eating cassava leaf and all the extra thing in it. I think, no disrespect, but I try to keep it simple. So yeah, so no tobagi. You get my pepper soup, we go, we move it. You don't need plenty in there. Any other question before we go? Cassava gravy, I can work with it if need be, but if need be, I would. But in all honesty, that's not something I'm interested in. I don't do the BB or plenty eating. That's the thing. Yeah, I gotta make sure I put myself together. But that's a good question. Cassava gravy, I would try it though, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's something I would consider, my favorite or whatever. Nah. Too heavy. I think too heavy. Any other question before we get into the politics here in a little bit? Ask questions now. Here I can want to know people. Ask personal question, I will not answer. I will just tell you it's personal. I reserve the right to, but anything that's not personal, I'll give you a shot. Questions before we get into the actual program today. Question. My man, Monk, you'll never believe it, my man. My bad, Monk. I mistakenly did it somewhere else. I thought you, my bad. Well, Monk, welcome to the show. What's up, bro?
What's up? Not much. Another day, Sunday, 25th. Nice day in the Twin Cities. Cool and calm weather. Not too cold, not too hot. Mild weather. We take it.
Somebody asked me what my trap. I miss with a lot of different traps though. I miss with but I know predominantly I'm from Lofa. Predominantly I'm from Lofa. Yes. So Mustafa Khan is asking another question. Hold on, Monk. Before we get into the conversation today, before we get into the son of your queen, I will skip your question. I don't answer personal questions. So I will skip that question. It don't pertain to me, so I will not answer it. Let's move to the next person, Mustafa Khan. No disrespect. How the brotherhood between you and Sekou? That's a cool question, Mustafa. Most people don't know that I have a very strong Muslim background ties. Very, very strong. Very, 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 very strong. In fact, my family is split Muslim and Christian. My house in Philadelphia, maybe a few of my cousins, we go to church. The rest of the family members are Muslim. They pray. We live very happily. I've had the opportunity to experience to some extent both religions. I think I should have been a Muslim, but the only reason is I went to a Catholic school and I grew up in a Christian setting. So it was easier to become a Christian and so forth. So me and Sekou have a very, very good bond and relationship. There is not a day that passes by I don't see Sekou or talk to him on the phone. No. If I don't see him, then we will talk on the phone for, I don't know, 5, 10 times a day. We talk about different things. We look into different things. We consider different things. We strategize on different things. We talk. If you check my phone record, you'll see Sekou. You know what I mean? Just Sekou. You know what I mean? Most time when people call me, I'll tell them, "Oh, I'll call you back. I'm on the line with Sekou." You know what I mean? Or Sekou just call me. I'll have to call you back. Things like that. So definitely, we speak a lot. Steve, what do you think about Mr. Cummings taking over CDC? Well, CDC Youth Network, that's the question you ask. I don't know about the word taking over, but in politics, from what I've seen, in my experience, nothing is impossible in politics. Let's be clear. And in La Brogan said there's no permanent enemy in politics. In fact, the CDC and the CPP or ANC has been rumored that they're working on something to work together, to collaborate, considering they're all in the opposition. So I think it's impossible, man. So Alexander said, I know you want to say Bandi. Yes, I'm from the Bandi tribe in Lofa Kante. I am predominantly from the Bandi tribe, even though I have Loma and Kisi as well in my lineage. But I'm predominantly from the Bandi tribe. Sarah's sending money asks, what about me and you relationship? Sarah at my beginning, we talk a lot. We've been talking a lot on a lot of different things. It goes deeper than Jeff Peking, we're family. And we work together, collaborate on a lot of different things. Certain things I would not say in public, but we're family. And he knows what's up. We know what's going on. Sarah's at my beginning. Yes, I do have brothers and sisters. Someone asked. Yes, I do. They're in the States, in different states as well. Let's see. Somebody said, don't skip the other question. Or which other question? I'm not skipping any question. I told you from the beginning that I don't answer personal questions about me in public. I don't do that. Other people choose to do that. That's their right. But I don't do, what's your relationship? Who you talking to? Who you doing the one to? Who your children? I don't do all that. You'll carry that with other people. Me personally, I don't answer personal questions in public. No, I don't do it. Because you're Liberian people, you're quick to get comfortable with people. And I don't care who you can be, you don't try to get comfortable with me. Once you try, I'll check you. And when I check you, you don't want to position yourself, then you got to keep it moving. I got to cut you off. We got to go. Because fools are not my friends. Nope. Nobody that's my friend is a fool. Soon I notice that you're a fool, got to go. Fools are not my friend. I'll give you simple instruction. You don't follow the simple instruction, we got to go. Yep. But Cyrus, my man, what's up? What's going on? Cyrus, sorry, my man, I was answering these people's questions before you came on. What's going on?
Well, I'm cool. I'm just here waiting to get started.
Before we get started in the conversation today, my man, I know before we get into the political conversation, I know we started off last week, trying to enlighten some of our people when it comes to Christianity and these different religions. And I got some calls, some people are happy, and you Christian, you can't be talking about Christianity like that, and you made other religion there. They would be dominant over people. They would have you disrespect your own religion. I think you were disrespecting your own religion. Sarah, what say you?
Concerning what? Disrespecting your religion? Like how?
You know about the whole I mean the disrespecting the religion, but I get problem with that one, man. That one, but I issue.
Oh yes, it's not about disrespect. It's just about checking your own religion. That's the thing. That's the reason people have problem, you know. They believe that they got certain assumptions and believe that you can just take anything that people can push you over and you're supposed to accept it because it's spirituality. That you shouldn't question it. And I don't know why is the essence of religion then if you cannot question it, because the thing about religion is faith. Believe me if you don't want to believe. So if something is not going right, you've been practicing your religion for decades, for X amount of years. You see a lot of insanity happening. You see the liberalization of your religion. You see the commercialization of your religion. Then you must speak. That's why you're a Christian. It's in the Bible. Study to show yourself proof. If you see something that is not going right, it is your duty to call it out. And it's becoming mainstream these days that the very essence of Christianity is being abused, and people see it every day. They're just not willing to talk about it because they feel uncomfortable talking about it. And I love talking about uncomfortable stuff. That's the difference. Hello? You hear me? Steve, I think you're muted. Oh, okay. I think maybe you're talking on it.
Yeah, so Sarah, I know Chairman Musa Bility will be joining us anytime soon. Here, but in terms of religion, the only people that will be afraid, the only people that will be scared for people to openly discuss their religion, unless they're doing something right, or their religion is not right.
Yep.
Then you might as well not be part of it. The whole issue of Christianity, like I said, you know, I've done the studies and the research on it. It's a serious scam.
Yep.
It is a scam. It's a brainwashing tool. It is a brainwashing tool. It's there to manipulate you. It is. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there are not good Christians. I'm not saying there are not good believers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying there are not good pastors or there will not be good pastors in Liberia. But I'm saying maybe 95% of your pastors in Liberia are jokers.
Yep.
They are hustlers. They are lazy men, irresponsible men. They abuse you. They use you to take your money. Imagine somebody telling you, say you might pay your tithe to them. You know, one time I remember one of the men ago from Atlanta, Georgia, called me, had audacity. First thing they start with, your spiritual path.
Yeah, that's the gaslighting aspect.
Yeah, the spirit not get path. Leave that thing. Yeah, spirit not get path. Forget that thing. Then you have shown my spiritual mama. So the thing where you did to bomb in our spiritual thing, then why human being, why physical? I think I said slow down. I said, woman, slow down. Leave that thing. You can't catch me on that level. He had audacity to tell me, you know, your spiritual path, and you know, be sending your tithe and your offering to me. I said, what? He said, yeah, you know, be sending your tithe and your offering to me. I said, you brave, eh? I said, Papa, you very brave. That me. You telling to send tithe and offering to you. You watching too much TV, eh? Because on TV they can tell you the foodie thing. Eh? I say, I don't subscribe to those kind of things. I said, no, I don't subscribe to that. I said, second of all, say when you do that, say you'll be going against the scripture. You'll be going against Bible. You don't know Bible, I bet. Yeah. You let spiritual power, spiritual man, and you need to ask them, did they conceive you spiritually? Yeah, if they conceive you spiritually, why you in the physical? That level to catch you, my dear. They won't catch you. I say it to you, they want to catch you. Don't let nobody catch you on that level. That level, my dear, they won't catch you. They won't position you. Ask them, say you my spiritual power, you my spiritual man. The thing that you did to bomb that was spiritual thing. When they answer that question, then you can accept that spiritual title. Say that my spiritual part. I can understand when you say the person that my part of my man, or that's a different level. Spiritual, spirit not get part. Spirit not get man. In fact, spirit they not engage into sexual activities. You know that? Oh, you don't know that? Okay. You know what they can catch your own. Spirit do not engage into sexual activities. Spirits don't do that. That your Nigerian spirit, the way I can be seen on Nigerian movie where the spirit then can be involved with sexual activity with a human being. Eh? To take this on you, not right. I tell you, go look at it now. Y'all go where to go here. And then with the chairman coming on, so we'll have this conversation another time here. The chairman coming on so that we can get into the issue here. Chairman Representative Musa Bility. Musa Hassan Bility. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Chairman, you look very relaxed. You look unbothered. But welcome to the show.
I'm in my district, Chief.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Folks, let's welcome Chairman Musa Bility. We have some things to discuss here with Chairman Musa Bility. Chairman Musa Bility, for Chairman Representative Musa Bility, for the sake of today's conversation, I know you're not a stranger on the SKTV. Could you please let us know who you are for the sake of those who are joining us today, maybe for the first time, who've heard about you or don't know you? Could we please know who you are?
My name is Chairman, meaning Chairman for Liberty Party, and Chairman for TPP, also Representative District 7, Nimba County, Musa Hassan Bility, from the city of Secretary, from where I communicate to the rest of the world at this moment.
Yeah, Chairman, thank you so much for introducing yourself again to those who are following us for the first time. Chairman Musa Bility, in this context, do you prefer being called chairman or representative? Because your title plenty.
And then that's soon your boy can call me.
All right, no problem. I'll be interchanging it here based on your role. Representative Musa Bility, how is the people of Secretary, the people of Nimba County, and the people of Liberia at large? What say you?
Well, I guess my people in District 7 are doing well. We are all in transition at this point. There's not much to report in terms of progress. It's just anticipation, expectation management, and all trying to find our space. This is very normal at this time. We're all in transition. You know, CDC, for instance, you know, trying to fit in as opposition after being a ruling party, Unity Party, trying to fit in as a ruling party after being opposition. I mean, yeah. And us, you know, as representative for the first time. So everybody had something to look up to. And I'm looking up to mine. So hey, I think Liberia is doing well. It's too early to assess. I would like to give the government of President Barker another 2 months so that we can give him a 100 days assessment. I don't think we should try to do anything more before then, because it's always good to give people a chance to evaluate their failure or their successes, early signs of weaknesses, and early signs of strength.
Okay, early signs of weaknesses and early signs of strength. So in totality, you are telling us that the state of the nation is in transition, is at its best. What do we say? Because transitional period is over, though. Transitional period is over.
You gotta give it 100 days.
No. Chairman, let me push back on that just a little bit, because we had a transitional period where a transition team was formed. A government has taken over. They have been in power for over a month and 3 days as we speak. That's 33 days.
You're correct, but I want to call it a honeymoon period.
Okay.
You got to get a honeymoon period.
Okay.
You got to do that. You got to do that. You know.
So then what? So then
fair.
what do we say to the Liberian people though? Do we say the Liberian people are in honeymoon now?
Well, that's what they settle for. I mean, we never put gun in their head to vote for who they wanted to vote for. So they can rush us now into some kind of early frenzy. They made a choice, so you have to give the man they chose to be president time to form his government so that you can be able to properly critique the government.
Okay.
I mean, that's my opinion.
Well, folks, if you're just joining us, we're just warming up here with the chairman in this conversation because you should rest assured today the conversation will be very.
See, I keep prepared for you. Anything you bring, I will send it back to you.
The conversation will be very heated, informative, and educative because the chairman is from what we are getting here. The chairman is embarking on a mission in as much that he's saying that in honeymoon, they're in transition, and they should give the government what the Liberian people voted for and so forth. Give them the 90 days, the 100 days, or whatever it is. We're in conversation with Chairman Musa Hassan Bility, and I think this is a good time because he's part of the government now. He's not just speaking as chairman, but he's in the government. He's within one branch of the government, one of the most powerful branches of the government. Cyrus, let's start out with you. Do you have any warm-up question for the chairman in the meantime? This is just a warm-up session here. So the chairman can get
Yeah, I'm going to let the chairman to settle a little bit, but I got a whole different view when it comes to that. When it comes to his perception and the way how he sees it, for me, the expectation was high for this government on the fact that Joseph Boakai was said to be the most qualified, the most competent of all the candidates. And whether you want to call it misstep, like Dylan said, I know there is not a misstep. Whether you want to say incompetent is way too early, but I'm not going to say it's early. Based on the 100-day benchmark, that's the standard operating procedure worldwide, the 100 days. We are 1 year into the 100 days. So I don't know if there's a honeymoon, because the whole idea about the honeymoon period is to give the government time for them to settle in. It's the easiest thing to do, the transition, the naming of your cabinet members. But if you are going to struggle in the honeymoon period, then what can you expect when it comes to governance? That's my whole take about the whole thing about the honeymoon period. But the chairman is in the most powerful branch of government. I always say that people say there are 3 equal branches. I said that's a lie. The most powerful branch of government, the legislative branch.
We are in the most powerful government.
Yeah, you can remove a president. You can remove a Supreme Court justice. They are the most powerful. That's why
and we are in the most powerful part of the most powerful branch of government.
So
which is the House of Representatives.
Yeah, so
we lead the legislature.
Yeah,
that's why the speaker presides over the joint houses.
You said it right. That's why we call it the people's house. It's the most powerful branch, and so we will see. Too early, but it's not too early again.
Well, Sarah said he doesn't have a warm-up question. Let's start out with a warm-up. Let's start out with this warm-up conversation first. Chairman and representative here. In this context, I refer to you as representative. On your personal on your personal page, on your page also as representative for your office, you have a series of pictures. One of it, let me read the title here. It states here, our first district development council meeting in Encyclopedia City. So Chairman Musa Bility, someone would say, wait on, they represented, yeah, he's doing too much. We haven't even hit the national session yet. But Chairman, what is all this district council meeting and all of this? What are you bringing to the people of Encyclopedia that wasn't there before? What's different?
I take representation very seriously. When people go stand in the ring, song, and vote for you and say represent all and change all, I take that very seriously. And therefore, I don't see being represented as a vacation job or an opportunity to make money. I see it as an opportunity to impact people's lives. I didn't come over there looking for money, looking for wealth. I'm thankful to God for what He has done for me. And so, just being who I am I have done for the people what I thought they needed. But as their representative, I developed a lot of structure in the district. We have a district council that sits to decide long-term, medium-term, and short-term goals, things that we want to see, happen in the district. So that meeting is the beginning of a series of consultation in our district so that the development in our district is owned by the people. It's not one that is designed by me simply because I'm a representative. So once we we had a whole team here headed by my sister, Water Power, and then we are mapping out the entire district, the development needs. We have done the assessment, so the assessment report was being presented. So after this exercise, I have an idea of what I need, what my people need, and the people expectation will be right there. So we all agree that in 6 years, we need to achieve. In year 1, this is what we must complete. So we're going to bring representation completely different. So if I'm going to fail, I will know, because by this development council, we already know what the people want and what they want us to achieve in 6 years.
Okay.
If I succeed, I will know.
But yeah. Chairman, let me push you a little bit on that question as we're warming up here. You are saying that if you're going to fail, you will know. If you're going to succeed, you're focusing on development. Last legislature, the 54th legislature, much of us did not see engagements in the districts. On top of that, the 15,000 United States dollar that they were given for development fund or county development fund, whatever nomenclature they have for it, apparently they didn't consult. Most of them allegedly did not consult with their constituencies before even taking out money or what they would do with that money. My question is, how do you intend to get your constituencies involved in terms of voting on issues, in terms of money that will be allocated in the budget for quote unquote the county development fund or county, whatever it is? How, apart from the development plans that you have for your district or your people, what do you say?
So we have this council is an interaction, where we're able to tell the people our national goals. So if you see us putting the immigration and naturalization laws, if you see us trying to make sure that the legislature is audited, all of these things that we want to do nationally, we first bring it to our people so that they are aware that at the national level, these are our goals. So there's no surprise there. So nobody, I'm going to be operating a district where nobody will have the capacity to come in my district to undermine me, because we have 7 days in a week. Monday is a different day. Tuesday is session day. Wednesday, leadership or something. And Friday is Constitution Day. I'm here every weekend. I come Thursday evening. Sometimes I leave Sunday. Sometimes I leave Monday. You know, so I'm with my people. I'm not going to take $15,000 for anybody. Me and nobody ain't got no money business to discuss. Whatever budget that the government present, they better make sure that there's something in there to develop my district. Otherwise, I'm not even going to go nowhere near it. And I'm going to engage my district. We're going to engage in several things here. We want to be self-sufficient. This is going to be our model district. We are talking about building factories. We're talking about manufacturing, farming. You know, we spend a lot of time today we're talking with the agricultural committee. We want to be self-sufficient in this district in 2 years. so that nobody will bring rice into our district. So we will produce our own rice. We want to be able to produce, when you guys want chocolate, different, we want to be able to produce Maggie Q, the basic thing that people need. We will do all that here. So when you'll be doing your country while we this district will be running efficiently, where the people are engaged in different activities trying to sustain themselves, so that the shock that comes from central government, the disappointment, all of the things that we are fighting, when it hit the country, we want to make sure that District 7, Nimba County, is prepared in such a way that it can absorb the shock.
Yeah, but then many would claim that Chairman Musa, Representative Musa Bility, that is not your role, though. That is the role of the government. You are facilitating, enabling the government to allocate funds that should be given to you. And then the question becomes, on top of that, how do you source all of these projects that you are talking about to benefit the district? Because it needs funding. They're not just talking that money.
When I came here, 90% of the district was inaccessible. Half of the people had no access to road and so many other things. The entire district was in darkness. There were no street lights. There was 46 towns and over 25 villages. In the night, they're all dark. In 2 years, there's not a single village or town in my district that does not have light at night. There's not a single area in my district today that does not have access to good roads. We didn't do that with government money. So we're going to use our ingenuity, our personal resources to develop an economic ecosystem.
Wow. The chairman is speaking.
Yes.
I love that.
So at the end of the day, I will find the money to build the Maggie Q factory. I'm not going to sell it free. We are investing in farming right now. The first set of investment we did during the campaign, the first farm we invested in, we produced 905 bags of rice. And now we made a decision today that those 905 bags of rice will turn that into rice seed, so that objectively in 18 months, this district will be able to produce at least 50,000 bags of rice. So that when Sekou comes to this district next year, you will see a rice called Made in District 7 Nimba County.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, when we are doing that, when we are bordering Ivory Coast, when we are bordering Guinea, we will make sure the basic thing we need, fish, chicken, we're going to have poultry farm, so that nobody can tell us, say, the people of Monrovia, no fish coming, so we're not getting fish here. We're going to have fish pond. So when you'll be starting all your thing in Monrovia there, we'll be eating our fish there here. And so we'll have an ecosystem that is independent, that is self-sustainable, and that will be in such a way that, because I promise you, if there's no money to support my hospital, if there's no money in serious investment in my educational system, I will never sign that budget. Never.
All right, we never sign that.
But we sustain ourselves.
No, we'll get to the sustainability part of this conversation, because we are listening to your plans and so forth. We'll get to that. Mr. Kane, welcome to the show. What's going on? What's in you?
Thank you so much, Steve. And I want to say a big thank you to the chairman for making it.
I'm sorry yesterday, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I share part of the blame too, because that message, that was 15 minutes before the show, but I didn't know after that. After calling back to back and then no response. So the time you sent the message, I had that phone on the side and I was busy with the show.
Yeah.
A lot of people accuse me of that I don't look at my phone when
I'm one of your accusers.
Yeah, I hate to be distracted.
Yeah.
When I want to show, but I mean, but the other phone I can look at it sometimes. But Mr. Chairman, thank you for showing up to SKTV once again. You have always been there. You have always, answered our calls. Um, I'm going to start with something I saw on Facebook. I saw pictures of some part of I mean, some from a lot of different area in your district being electrified. Um, are these the promise that you made? All these were something that were done prior to your election.
We just did this thing 1 week ago. In fact, they are ongoing right now to speak to you.
So how far is this? How far is this? Is this just Czechoslovakia city, or this is
if you go to Ban,
city?
if you go to Ban City, I'm going to Ban City tonight after this show. Ban City this is Secretary. Ban Secretary, we have only installed about 200 solar lights. But as I speak to you, we have installed about 700 solar lights in Ban. The goal is 1,200, so that all the streets can have solar light on both sides. And in Secretary, we have a total of 3,200 that will be installed in Secretary. Yes, we're not joking, Segu. We want to have a different district, a model district. This is what you call representation. I didn't come to leave the comfort of my home and be shouting every Tuesday and Thursday just because I want to be representative and take 5,000-10,000 naira and put in my pocket. No, 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 no. This is serious business. This is representation. I will not be co-opted into saying, oh, if you don't sign this budget, development will not come in your district. Our people are entitled to development, but we want to create a kind of system that allows us to depend on ourselves. Liberia are too much dependent. This district will be independent. It will learn to take care of itself. We're happy that these lights you're looking at, they're not government lights. They're not brought by the government.
So my question to you.
This is the people's representative that is taking care of that.
Mr.
Representative. You can put an armed robber on the street now. Can you?
No, you can't.
Can you put an armed robber on the street?
No.
Can you put a rapist on the street? Don't you think that children can come out now and enjoy childhood, and play and sing, and then go to bed thinking that
people around the street there.
Yeah.
So Mr. Chairman, but
this is
my question to you now. How sustainable is it? Is this something temporary or this is something sustainable?
As long as I'm here, the things that do in the district will stay here. Let me give you an example. The Ban Road, we fixed Ban Road 2 years ago. Okay. 1 month ago, we went back to fix it. Every road that you know that we've been fixing since 18 months ago, we've gone back on all of them. Otherwise, they would have spoiled completely.
So how
the machines we have, I bought them. So they are here for the next 25 years. Wow. Those machines are good. God bless me. The business that I'm in is fuel business. My company stores fuel for fuel companies. So I have access to between 10 to 15,000 gallons every month. So we run the machine. I take pay in my company. I take it, I bring it, and I pay my people here. They work year round. Only September, October, we don't work here. Actually, August and September. Yeah, working.
Because of the rainy season, right?
Yes, I'm just coming from district now.
So how are your people reacting to this developmental project? How are they reacting to them? Because I mean, it's one thing to be elected, but after being elected, and the projects are already ongoing in less than. I mean, even though you started it before you were elected, but people will say, you know what, they may just want to get elected. Once you're elected now, you don't care, you don't have to do anything. Maybe you can start.
They are
Maybe you can start
shocked.
doing something after 5 years because you want re-election and then you start again. But you just got elected, but then you started embarking on developmental things like this. So how are the people reacting to it?
They're shocked. Honestly, I can see the shock in their faces. They didn't think that. They have not seen that before. But I'm trying to make them to understand that. I look, if all I can do, if the only legacy I can leave as a representative is to prove that to be a representative is much more than grandstanding, sitting down in a private car and putting REP on it and going around. If I can do that, if I can tell you that you can take care of people, at the same time you can go at the national level. You know, many politicians today are afraid to even stand up to the government because locally they are shaking. In this district, no man can shake me here. I shake when I want to shake. I lay down when I want to lay down. It is because I do remember during the 1990 war, Prince Johnson used to say something. Many of you were still young. He used to say, the best security for the people is the welfare. Cheku, take care of your people. Take care of them, they will take care of you. Don't make promises. Me, I work very hard. I come here and make sure my people are okay. And that's all you need. You see, when doing the campaign, my opponents only use two things against me, Sekou. One, they say if I win, I'll bring war. I'll bring Boko Haram. I'll bring war. The second one, they say if I win, I'll make District 7 Islamic State. So if I don't do none of those, they have a problem. And I'm not going to do none of those. So we have to, next month, actually in April, we're dedicating the big Yar River Bridge. During that same time, we're dedicating three different bridges to finally close the road construction work in our district. We're doing all of that to make sure that this district is not going to, the way the armed forces women and block the road. When you block the road, we'll be here eating our food. We got our own rice, we got our chicken soup, we got our chicken, we got our fish, we got our everything. When you finish your open the door, we can pass. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we will remain self-sufficient. That's my goal.
Thank you so much. That's a good goal. Yeah, so I'll ask this question, then I'll go back to Steve. So on the idea of the legislature being audited, or should be audited, how are your colleagues responding to that? Are they on board? You have enough people to support that, or you are receiving some strong resistance or resentment from your colleagues?
I believe that my initial step was resisted softly. But Sekou, I'm a patient guy. The law is the law, and people will respect the law. The House have sent my letter to the Committee on Public How long John stay in the army? When the 2 years over, I expect a report to the Liberian program. Yeah, what they talk about preparing an audit. Once that is finished, if I don't get nothing out of it after 2 weeks, I'm going to write the LACT. Segu, I do not need the legislature to vote for the LACC to audit the legislature. The act established in the legislature, I mean the LACC, not LACC, the GAC mandates the GAC to audit every agent and institution of the government of Liberia. So I will write them and ask them why they have not audited the legislature. And I will give them a specific time. If they don't do it, I'll go to court and get rid of Madambo to force them to come and audit the legislature.
Wow.
I would not allow. Look, think about it. In my district, I have over 45,000 people. Less than 5% of the teachers in my district are on government payroll. The ratio of teacher that on government payroll to volunteer teacher in my district is 1 to 10. 1 being the government teacher. The hospital in my district receive little or no funding from government. No drinking water. Besides Saklepi and Ban, there is no drinking water in the entire district. No safe, no sanitation, no toilet, no cleaning, no nothing. But the house, the legislature that represent them, use $271 million United States dollar from 2018 to 2023.
So, Chairman, let hold you there to dissect this information. So, this audit you're calling for, are you calling for both houses or you're calling it just for one of them?
For both houses. For both houses. I'm a member of the legislature. That includes the Senate and the House. For both houses.
What?
The Senate using their own money. They're using Liberal money.
Monk, let's have you chime in this conversation here.
Well, I want to chime in a little bit because the chairman is talking some big thing. He used some words and phrases that it sounds almost like decentralization. He said he want to use a district as a model. You know, some of us we've been advocating for this whole different dynamics or different dimension when it comes to government. We want innovative people. We want people with new ideas because the old model just not seem to be working. And what I'm hearing from the chairman, like he talking some big talk. He talking about ecosystem. He talking about fish farming. He talking about being self-sufficient. But here is the thing. These are all great ideas, and I'm seeing some things, some projects that he's undertaking. My thing here is, people might say, oh, you know, Bility came with some financial muscle. But he's a lawmaker. Don't forget that he's too powerful chairman for a major political party, and they're going collaborating parties as well. All lawmakers are not created equal. The thing here is, are you going to govern support in the legislature like you talk about audit? You think you will have numbers for you guys to be able to push major legislation? Because if you want to copy this, you will need support. Yeah, you will get a support from your people. They are saying this change. They are saying the big difference in terms of representation. But if you want to take this thing beyond your district, in as much as you are there to represent your district, you got to be able to push it in the house and get the support of your colleague. How you intend on doing that? Because go ahead, Chairman. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mark. But Sarah, this is some of the things the impression I'm trying to make upon my colleague is that, hey, I can take care of my district. I can do much as I can do. If you sit there and don't take these concrete steps to make sure the money is coming for utilization in our district and other activities are not used for the aggrandizement of individuals, you are going to be left on your own. Remember, Mom, 48 members of the previous house were rejected. 48.
Yep. That's a huge turnover.
That's a huge turnover. What kind of message is that? We do not like the way you conducted yourself here. You want, and my message to my colleague, you want to follow the people before you, you will have the same faith. I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to have that faith. The president is the president.
Mr. Chairman, now cut you. Why you think that was the case? Because you talk about a model. You establishing certain institutions within your district so that you can get feedback from people within the district. Now you're talking about how turnover in lawmakers that were running for office or that people rejected. So you think that this could be one of the problems that people just run for office without even understanding why folks in their various districts in need of. It means that they don't have ears on the ground. They cannot identify the challenges in their respective district, and they won't be able to produce if they can't understand what the people want. How can you give them what they want? So are you telling us that there's a different model?
Yes, but most of my colleagues are challenged financially, and it's not fair to them to judge them in the way that I'm conducting myself. All I'm saying to them, that join me, let's hold the past accountable, conduct ourselves transparently, and ask for any money that we want for the development of that. But if you are using almost $90 million a year and nobody's seeing something, don't you think that if you use $73 million and say $1 million to each district and people seeing development in your country, in your district, don't you think that will be a difference?
There will be a huge difference.
I'm not going to condemn my colleagues. All I'm telling them that we must put our feet down and show transparency to our compatriots that ask us to be here. At the same time, holding ourselves accountable and transparency. But at the same time, the money that has passed that is in the past, we must make sure it's accountable.
So Chairman, I want to read paragraph 3 from the second portion of the communication, the second page of the communication you sent out. I'm not sure if many librarians are privileged to this. Cyrus, I sent it out to you as well. I'm not sure if you have it available, but let me just read this portion because it caught my attention on the issue of money already spent. Because you are advocating, you are requesting, you are asking the legislature to be audited. But you're not just asking like the way how other might have asked in the past. The select just audit, you are asking here with numbers. So let's read it so the librarian people can hear that part. Quote, as lawmakers, we are the biggest beneficiaries.
Steve, not to cut you off, for some reason we're not on the radio, but did you talk to Melbourne? I've been trying to get hold of Melbourne for some reason. I'm not getting him.
We communicated this morning. There was nothing wrong, but
did you send a link to him?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't hear back from him. So I'll go back.
All right, go ahead.
Quote, as lawmakers, we are the biggest beneficiaries and highest recipients of public funding in this country, thus earning us the label Butcher's House. In Sketching Review recently, published by the Daily Observer, a major local daily, while approving the appropriation of the national budget, we retain a significant portion for ourselves in comparison to what is appropriated for the public, for public funding, for the benefit of the people. It is in the interest, let me go back, sorry, the screen here is very small. It is interesting to note that our country is one of the poorest in the world, but yet our legislature are amongst the highest paid in the world. We reportedly make more than all lawmakers in West Africa, and even more than lawmakers in Germany, Poland, and other parts of Europe, and even the United States. According to the second edition of NAMA's Legislative Digest report, the annual budget for the legislature from 2018 to 2022 was $228,666,183. Give me a second. $183. That will be a total of $183 United States dollars. It added to the 2023 annual legislative budget of US $43 million. That will be a total of $271 million. Let me ask you this question, Chairman Musa Bility. Do you think your call with putting out these numbers and these facts that were reported by other allies, not you, so it's not biased, do you think this could create an environment for your colleagues to come after you and kick you out of the legislature?
No, nobody can kick me out of the legislature. But this is not directed at my colleague. Look, I'm not. First of all, I'm not an advocate to say that you should pay the legislature less. I don't advocate for that. The money that the legislature was paid does not include the money I just named you.
Mm-hmm.
The legislature is on the national payroll.
Right.
This money that you just read has nothing to do with payroll.
Really?
Yes. So the point I'm making to you, if you tell me how much you want a legislator to be paid, I can tell you they should pay at least $10,000. I have no problem with that. But Sekou, the money that is being wasted, if you average it to each lawmaker in Liberia, it's more than $52 million. $52,000 per month.
What?
Yes, take the pen and map it. So at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make to you is that if you take that money and infuse it into 73 districts and change the people's life, the lawmaker can take $15,000. Nobody will talk. But amen, Sekou, you can't take what you're taking and that kind of money. And when you do the audit, what you will find out is that the biggest crime of the majority of the lawmakers are that they sat down and did nothing. These things are just they behave. This money is. This is if audit comes, you will see money laundering will take place because people in the executive use the legislature to move money for national cover and take it out to go do work on it.
So let me challenge you with another portion of your communication. Because
I wanted to have a follow-up on that, but go ahead.
Sekou, the radio is on now. We're just doing something.
Because you want to move for something else.
The radio is on now. The radio is on now. They were just doing some maintenance.
Yeah, then they can come through because Melbourne has the link.
They are on. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Melbourne hasn't contacted us yet. So once it does,
maybe they had a link connected there, but they just now on our screen.
Yes, do you have a question? Because
but you are on in Nimba though, so just to let you know.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
We could do another follow-up on that particular question because I got a question for the representative on the same communication because I want to read a portion from his communication here to him again, so he can explain what he means by that.
The money you just mentioned, that's a huge sum of money. And SKTV is informed that the legislature, just for a term, that you can calculate the money, including their salary and all the things they've been getting, could amount to $1 billion.
Yes.
Is there any truth to that? Do you have any information?
Yes. Yes.
It's true?
Yes.
Sorry, you hear that? Billion?
So let's go back. Let's go back to that question. I beg you.
Sorry, guys.
Chairman, let's go back to that question, because Chairman Representative Musa Bility, right now, our entire external debt and internal debt amount to almost 3 billion, or a little more over 3 billion. You are saying to the Liberian people that just the legislature alone, one branch of government, over a period of term, or over a term, or within a term, spend or used $1 billion of taxpayer money that we borrowed, that will be paid by generations to come. Is that what you are saying?
Yes. If anybody defied me and dare me, let them go order the place. What you will see in the audit, if you not take that, people will take stake to run away behind people in Liberia. That is what has happened in that place over the last 12 years. It's more than murder. You're talking about war crime and economic crime. You have it right there. Every time I ask you, every time you call me, you talk about war crime. That's the reason why I don't want to talk. Because if people are serious about war and economic crime, then we must include present economic crime. We must include, let everybody go face justice, including myself. And people accuse me sometimes, yeah? See, what were I on radio 2 years ago defending myself about road fund? The people who were accusing me about road fund, they in power now. Tell them to go get me to court.
So, Chairman, let's wait, because
this thing is getting deep. Yes, Chairman is up to something, though.
And that's why I asked you earlier if you don't think this concern that you are raising, because you are here today raising this concern, you can rest assured that when you leave from here.
See, let me tell you something else. I will organize demonstration to that capital building if they order not take place. I will use every resource available to me to make sure that the house is audited. Because let me tell you why Liberian people did not have the chance. Let me tell you why Liberian people did not have the chance to have an audited government of, for instance, of Ellen Johnson government. Because John Weir did not want to be audited. You understand? It is bad sign, horrible sign, when both the Senate and the House begin to position themselves, saying that they're bringing the GAC in to set up system and going forward, using the word going forward, that everything will be transparent. You think we're stupid?
And that was
then you want then you think that you want to just erase the past.
Let me explain.
You understand? It was concocted. It was a design to say, okay, let bring the GSC in. What the GSC were at? The GSC is older than the Senate. When we went to Accra Peace Accord, that's when the GSC were created. You understand? And now we have had 3 legislatures. Okay? This is the 4th one. Not a single one of them have been audited. And you expect, you see these same people looking for transparency outside there. And we the one calling Joseph Bagana to come tell us where you got plea from, who gave plea, where you borrowed plea from. What is our moral standing to keep asking other people to be honest when we cannot agree to be audited? Make yourself transparent. Those people, you started reading. The people who sent my bill in the house, it was orchestrated to send it to committee. But I'm waiting for that. Let me tell you something. I know about the law. I'm an apprentice now. At the end of the day, I know that I don't need a legislative action for GAC to audit the legislature. Okay? I will force them. We will organize demonstration. I will lead that demonstration to go to GAC every day to make sure that they go and audit the legislature. We will go to the court and seek a writ of mandamus to go to and I'm saying this, I'm calling on the United Party government to audit Musa Bility. If Musa Bility has stolen any money from Liberian people, let it be my chance. So that they can put handcuff on me and put me in jail. But I will never rest. I did not go through what I went through. I did not spend 2 years working with my people, using my personal resources, changing my people's life to come and subject them to a system that is not accountable. I will not do that. Therefore, I will not sit down also to say, oh, I was just alone. No, I have means to force the hands of the government. I don't need President Baka to do that. I don't need the Minister of Justice to do that. The legislature will be our Musa Hassan Bility. I'm giving them the 2 weeks. I will not talk. If the 2 week passes, I will write the GAC to explain to me, both as a citizen and as a lawmaker, why they cannot audit the legislature. It didn't give me reach. I get a 72 hours. I'll go to court and get rid of mandamus.
So, Chairman Musa Bility, let me. I got before Sekou and Monk coming. I mean, I got two questions I want to ask you. 2 questions. One of it is from the same communication that you wrote. Let me read that really quick so that Labron can hear this other part, because we just heard about the 271 million I mean, that was used by the legislature between the period of 2018 up until present. But let me read this part of this question, because you jumped into the question I wanted to follow up with. Let me read this part of it. In the same communication that you sent out, that you wrote the legislature in terms of auditing, this is what you said. In this legislative branch, the Senate has requested the General Auditing Commission, the GAC, to conduct an assessment of the Senate financial management systems and controls for this current period in order to identify any weakness, after which the GAC is expected to make recommendations for improvement. Here in the House, we have to engage the GAC through the Auditor General to do the same and to take note that according to an article published in the Daily Observer during his confirmation hearing on February 8th, 2024, the Auditor General stated that the entire legislature had not been audited in 2 years after they have completed a financial system review and put in place a financial system compliant with the Public Financial Management Act. Here's my question to you. Because Senator Yongli Kanga-Lauren, who is the current Senate Pro Tem, signed that particular document, that request to quote-unquote do an assessment. Are you saying last 2 years, where Senator Yongli Kanga-Lauren was part of the leadership of the Senate, are you saying Senator Yongli Kanga-Lauren, the General Auditing Director here, is saying that 2 years ago they were not audited? Are you saying Senator Yongli Kanga-Lauren is telling the Liberian people, is telling the world at large, that they should skip the 2 years and then just come to now and deal with trying to get this. Is that what you're saying here?
Steve, do you wear glasses?
No.
Okay, so you have to read that letter again. I think you skipped something. The Auditor General said the Senate has never been audited since 1989.
Yes, since
1989.
Yes.
1989. The Senate, the legislature has not been.
That was before the war.
Yes.
Yes.
Almost 26 years.
It has never been audited. So what I'm telling you now, what they when they invited the GAC, what they said that it would take them 2 years. You listening to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That it would take them 2 years to audit, to audit the. So from now on, they will put system together and they will conduct their first audit of the legislature in that man, you know, he need to be careful because what he's basically trying to say that the institution that received government money for all the years is not auditable. Yep. That it has nothing to be audited. And he has not elected the people of Liberia, or he has not elected the government of Liberia to say that this institution that have received $271 million of taxpayer money in 6 years has nothing to enable anybody to audit it. That is what he said. And so he came now to say, after wasting 271 million, now I want to put something in place, and that thing will be put in place in 2 years. That's the rubbish that we must listen to.
Chairman Musa Bility, I am not trying to digress from this conversation. I know Sekou would do a follow-up and Monk would do a follow-up. But let's give it a breather, because I want to ask you another question. Because this is, I read this, I follow you and other political actors in Liberia on your different social media platforms or professional platforms. This is what you wrote a day ago. I want you to please explain this to the Liberian people. This is what you wrote. Mr. Legal Advisor, the cabinet does not mandate the president. It advises him. And a cabinet without a justice minister cannot mandate or advise the president on legal matters. This was a direct, we say in politics, a direct shot at the legal advisor of the president who spoke not too long ago, Mr. Keita. What is your take on what he said in terms of the role of the legislature in the governance of our country?
You know, I would try to make sure that I would try my best to try to make my case to the Liberian people without appearing like I'm here to slaughter President Bouaga. But I believe that there are people in the government. Are you there?
Yeah,
yes, we're listening to you, Chairman.
We are listening to you, and we are on the radio as well. So,
okay, sorry.
Radio pretty much in every part of Liberia right now.
I think the legal advisor spoke wrongly, and what I was trying to say on my Facebook page is that he spoke completely out of order. The cabinet does not mandate the president. There's nothing. The cabinet is a group of advisors to the president. He does not have to do what he tells him to do. By the way, they are serving at his will and pleasure. So I don't think he understood himself when he said that. Then the second thing is, the cabinet, without a justice minister, cannot give legal advice to the president. No other person in the cabinet is qualified, including his legal advisor, to give legal opinion to the president of the Republic of Liberia and talk about that only, except the Minister of Justice. Mr. Keita is a legal advisor to the president. That's all he is. There is something the lawyer referred to, and I'm surprised that he did not take that into consideration. That is called attorney-client privilege relationship. That means if you are a lawyer to someone, in this case, Mr. Keita is lawyer to the president, he cannot disclose his interaction with the president to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay? So whatever advice he gave the president is not for the public. That's the job he has. It's not for him to speak to the public. He's not holding public office. He's inserting himself to appear as though he's a public official. No, he is he provided personal service to the president. The president described under our constitution to be the legal advisor to the president of the Republic of Liberia is the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia. He's not qualified to give legal opinion to the president and tell Liberian people what that opinion is. And therefore, he should never be making such a statement. If he advises the president legally, he should remain quiet about it. Advice. So therefore, he did not speak properly. And I hope that the Minister of State, under whom all of these people in the martial world will control his people. Because you see, we cannot even send for the legal advisor to the president. Because the president personal or somebody, the Constitution protects anything the president says to that man from being said or disclosed to anybody. And that person comes in the public to disclose what he said to the president. Even if we can't even send for him. So we'll hold the Minister of State responsible. And say he coming to the capital building, you can't tell whether he did not give the legal advisor a good TOR to include the fact that his interaction with the president are strictly confidential. And they are classified. So whatever advice he gives the president of the Republic of Liberia, our president, he should not tell nobody. So that's what I was saying. And at the same time, I was trying to say that is his job. That's the job of the person that the Constitution recognizes as the legal advisor. The person who gives qualified legal opinion to the president of the Republic of Liberia is the Minister of Justice. Therefore, no Minister of Justice were in that room. There's no acting Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman. We'll divert to we get to Sekou and Monk so that we can either go back to your communication here, which I think is the basis of our conversation today. I just want to make sure I bring in the president.
Yeah. So I'm going back to what I asked earlier regarding this whole $1 billion expenditure on the Liberian legislature. 1 billion, now 1 million, 1 billion United States dollar. With nothing to show for it. And the chairman made a reference to the communication that came from the Senate, something that the later on try to walk back, try to fix it. But that document was read here by SKTV multiple times. And we also made some recommendations, something that they went back to inserted that. But they did not actually change the language in terms of the function or what they were requesting from the audit commission. Instead of audit, they said assessment and recommendation. Audit can come with some legal consequences. But if you are requesting an assessment and advice, you're trying to cover yourself up. So my question to the chairman, this particular communication, this action of yours, it will somehow go beyond what those people were asking for. Do you think this action of yours will go to audition? You think it will go anywhere? You think you'll get support? You think the president, given the fact that the president proximity with these people who are trying to cover themselves up, given the fact that the president, the current president, was also part of that legislature, that you are talking about auditing, and the vice president, do you think this action of yours will go anywhere, even with protest? Given the fact that the president and vice president and the people in the Senate, they want themselves to be protected. Do you think this action will go anywhere? Or this will just be maybe somebody coming out to make noise here and there, and then it will die down in 2 weeks?
Sego, if the president does something wrong, I'll be more than happy to talk about it. But this one, it has nothing to do with the president. Absolutely nothing. This is about the legislature. This is about us being accountable to our people. And let me tell you, the initial action by the House and the Senate are illegal. And I'm going to challenge that also. The GAC is not a system, it's not a company that is designed by law to build your accounting system. Every government institution is required by the same law to ensure that you have an internal auditor, you have a system that is established to make the GAC work easy. I mean, what kind of trouble is this? You are telling me, and the GAC man, I don't think he knows what he's doing. Because they are telling you, okay, come make it easy so that you can come audit all. So how does that system, how can that system be checked? You put a system, then you go come by, you can't audit the system. You will say something wrong?
No.
With your own thing you created? If they want to put a system, they can get an outside auditing firm to come and establish a system.
Yes.
For them. Then, when they finish, they say, come and audit all. But all the money they were taking, if there's no system, then I'm right. That means there was no compliance, there was nothing that the money was being used, and there was no measurement. They have admitted that something is wrong. But you know what? $271 million is gone.
Mr. Chairman,
by bringing the auditing commission to come and put a system, it's an admission that there was no system.
Yeah. So
nobody's stupid here.
My question was not about the president doing anything, and I was not accusing the president of doing anything. What I was saying, since you are asking for an audit that will include the 53rd and 54th legislature, within which Joseph Boakai worked as vice president, overseeing the Senate, within which Jeremiah Kuhn, the current vice president, worked, serving as the deputy to Ways and Means in the House of Representatives. And subsequently, he went to the Senate. Any audit that we comprise of 53rd and 54th legislature, they will not be exempted. I'm asking you, do you think they will give you the chance, they will support this your idea of auditing when they know that they too will be audited by virtue of their position back then?
Your statement presupposes that they are guilty of any crime. I will not assume that they are guilty of any crime. I will think that there should be an audit, and whoever the cap fit, the person will wear it.
I'm asking you. Do you think they will allow the process to go through? They will not undermine the process. The fact that they will be audited.
Teku, we are here. You are here. We all have a responsibility.
Okay.
We will demonstrate. We will rally to the auditing commission. We will rally to the legislature. This has nothing to do with Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker will not be made a part of this. When it comes to the auditing of the house, you will not hear me talk about Joseph Parker or Jeremiah Kuhn. All I'm telling you, I want a place to be audited. A place be audited. Let people who feel that they are clean, let the system show that they are clean. Teku, there were times, I believe, you yourself used to ask whether Musa Bility is not a criminal.
Yeah.
Because everybody used to call me criminal, and that's all.
Yes.
And the people who used to call me criminal, that they didn't want in power. Please join me, I'll beg them so that they can carry me to court. And I'm telling them that they carry me to court so that the crime I committed, so that the court can find me for a year.
You know the best part.
And there's no law that prevents a legislator from being dragged to court. So if I commit crime, carry me to court.
You know the best part of your conversation today for me?
Yeah.
This particular statement, it doesn't only vindicate you, but it also defies a lot of odds. It defies most of the belief, most of the character assassination that have been mental against you for the past years. For you to say you were in power, similarly when Joseph Nyimabaga said the reason why he was not elected, he was not supported by Ellen because he was going to audit Ellen. And I'm not sure if there is any statute of limitation when it comes to the government auditing the past government. President, yes, there is a statute of limitation according to the Liberian Constitution. But Joseph Boaga has the right, the power to audit Ellen's government if that was the reason why he was not elected the first time. Now he's elected. Similarly, for you to have been accused by these people and now they are in power, you telling them come and audit me, take me to court, you must be a real man.
I'm waiting for you. You
must be a real man. So
I've suffered too much. They insulted me. They call me criminal. And one day, my daughter and I were in the car, and one of them were insulting me in the car. And my daughter asked me, "Daddy, are you a criminal?"
Wow.
And I said, "No, mommy." And she said, "Why are they calling you criminal?" And I said, I took my time. And she said, that's not fair. You have to clear your name on this. Today, my daughter has decided that she's going to be a politician. She's going to study diplomacy and political science. And she thinks that things like that are not okay and that the country should not be in that position. She's currently studying overseas. I owe it to her to prove that I'm not a rogue. I started my life on the street as a cambor, selling gas, selling cell phone, selling computer to make a living. Went to school, graduated, worked, went back to school, graduated, brought myself to where I am. Lived my life, raised my family, educated all my children. They went to all the universities in the world they wanted to go to. And yet, people who cannot even afford to buy one vehicle on their own or motorbike were calling me criminal. But they are in power today. So I want them to please order me. But while they are preparing to order me, I will make sure the legislature is audited. And I owe no audit on Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai just became president. Look, I want Joseph Boakai to succeed. If he does wrong, I will be right here on him. But I have nothing against him. For your information, on January 11th, I met with Joseph Boakai. We talked for 2 hours. He gave me his vision of Liberia. We spoke about the past. We spoke about the future. I respect that. And everything he said to me that day, I will hold him to it. If he does something that is contrary to what I believe in Vision A, I will speak against it. If he does the right thing, I will support it. I will never do anything for his government to fail, but I will never allow his government to break the rule. Preventing him from breaking the rule and keeping our country safe is also helping him. The only thing I will never be to him is a sycophant. And therefore, that is what it is. And it's going to be like that. Tomorrow, Mr. Boakai does something wrong, I'll be the first person on him. The next day, he does something right, I'll be the first person on him. But the place I sit, the house that I am in, the legislature that I am in, I will never leave that place dirty. That place will be clean. If that is the only thing I will achieve as a lawmaker, I will go after it. But that place.
So I'll ask this and then I will go back to Steve. So when you say the legislature should be audited, it means the entire legislature, which include the House of the Senate and the House of Representatives, or just one, the House of Representatives?
No, both. No, both. You see, I'm not just speaking as Representative Musa Bility. I'm speaking as a citizen Musa Bility. The money the Senate used, all our money. That I want money. Simple, that's your money too.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money you send to Liberia and they take tax from there and put it in government account?
Every day. I mean, so speaking of sending money to Liberia, I was looking at Sendwave yesterday. I got so mad. As just not all the period, in certain period of time, Steve, I look at it, 8,000 and change went to Liberia through Sendwave in a very short period of time. I was so like, because I never used to use Sendwave, right? So I started using it not too long ago. And I was shocked to see that we have sent over $8,000 just like that, and not even like in one chunk though. $50, $100, $300, $200 here and there. I was shocked. And imagine those who've been sending money for a long time now. Because for the first time I heard about the whole Sendwave thing, I heard from Costa, so I didn't even trust the whole thing. To be honest, I didn't trust the whole process. I heard from Costa, and then he was telling people, to put his name there as reference for him to get some court, stuff like that. So I thought it was just a scam. So I never used it. The very first time I even learned how to use SendWave to send money to Liberia. It was going to somebody in this government, one of my friends, who is now one of the big person in the government now, because that person was kind of struggling at that time, and I thought it would help them. That was the time I even learned how to use. I attended 2 times, you cannot go through. It was my friend in New Jersey that helped me how to send it to that person because I've never used it. But I can just imagine that one just happened not too long ago. But before I look, 8,000 plus. So it means that Liberians, we are the one actually the backbone of the economy in Liberia.
Yeah.
So when we're talking, we shouldn't talk. We internet citizen.
Yeah, without you people, there's no country. This is the point where I'm pushing this bill for equality between you people and us, because people don't read the economic data. Without you, there's no country. The economy will be broken down.
Yes. So Chairman Bility, this is going to be a big challenge for you. I know it's good. I know, sometimes every good thing you want to do comes with challenges and with risk. Do you feel safe taking on this challenge? Because you're going to be really, really, really fought by the system and by key individuals, either directly or indirectly. Are you prepared for this, and do you feel safe?
People, if anybody want to harm me and think that they will put this audit business to bed, it's not true. Somebody else will rise up. You cannot feel entirely safe in a system that is designed to protect itself against all us and by any means necessary. So I don't feel entirely safe. But I ask myself a question. Am I safer without a transparent system?
No.
No. When the people rise up, the outcome will be worse than an audit. The outcome will be worse than an audit. Let us know what happened. Let's know what happened. In 5 years, 6 years, beyond that, let's know what happened.
President
there were money laundering in that building.
I'm here.
I'm telling you, there were money laundering. There were money that was not intended for the Senate that passed through that system. I mean, the legislature that passed through that system that some members of the legislature are not aware of. In order for us to know whether this happened or not, let us order the place.
So that happened under the 53rd or the 54th or both?
I don't know. Only the audit can tell us, Segu. Everything I'm saying right now is not fact. It's an allegation. It cannot be proven until an audit takes place. Okay? I would not accuse anyone of stealing money. Because when you do that, once you personalize this process, then you make it look, bad. Then you have somebody who's like, no, I just want an audit. The outturn report for 2018 to 2022 and 2023 tells us that $271 million was used for the upkeep and operation of the legislature, not salary. So therefore, yes. So therefore, what is that for? What did they go to? Who took it? Where did they go? Nothing wrong with that. Musa Bility will become a big liar, big mob liar, if all that money shows accountability. But the signs are not good. When the Auditor General comes and say that there's no system, that means that money was used against PFM law, against existing law.
Chairman Bility, beyond the House of Representatives, SKTV reported yesterday that the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency was somehow dysfunctional, according to the leader right now, A.B. Kroma. But we were reliably informed, outside of A.B. Kroma's account, that the normal roster of employees supposed to be about 600 people, but they had over 3,000 people there on, on salary. Can the House of Representative, where you work, also pay attention to that agency and other agencies that may be suffering from the same disease? Can you guys also direct some form of investigation or audit?
First, let me comment. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he's doing a good job. He's a top cap. That's his job. That's his passion, and he's going to succeed. But now that he's seated, I think he should let the Liberian people know the state of the place. And then once that is done, the legislature will pick up that. We oversee. When we have a report like that, we pick it up. But sometimes, as lawmaker, we don't want to be reacting to rumors, because the people character or reputation involved. So you want to be very careful how you tread, not to take people's reputation.
Steve, back to you.
Yeah, Monk, do you have any question or any concern for the representative and chairman?
I got a follow-up question and partly your statement. You see, since we've been on Facebook, the inception of Facebook, we used to, by the time there were no video calls, there were no Facebook Live. And we had everybody on the Facebook, the Musa, Willie, Mona, and everybody that started the Fadiga brother, Alpha, Tokwa. For me, I always held this position. The way our government is structured, the bulk of the problem comes from the legislature because they are a body. The president is an individual. I've always made a case on social media more than 10, 15 years, or let's say 10, 12 years ago. What the chairman is saying is the truth. If you look at the living condition of Liberia, the national budget, the size of the budget, you look at the GDP of Liberia, it's kind of a mind-boggling that this guy will call money like I have to say there are thousands. We're talking about millions. So if the chairman is calling for an audit, the last time I checked, the very same Yomli Kanga in the plenary said that they want to investigate $2 billion of agreement between the WIA administration and other international financial institutions. So it means they should be in partnership with the chairman that is calling for an audit of the legislature, because they're pretending to be the one calling for an audit, but I know that's nothing. It's flow show. It's not the truth.
Again, Monk, I don't think any member of the Senate has indicated to me that they don't want audit. I don't want to believe that the pro tem does not want an audit. I've gotten no indication from the pro tem that she's not interested in audit. I just think that the way in which the GAT were brought in raises more questions than answers. When the GAT is coming and admitting that there's no system, then people want to know how was fund disbursed, under what system was fund disbursed. And if you don't have a system and you're disbursing some funds, then you are violating the law. So
but Chairman, here's my thing. You're from the business side. You came from business. You've been in public life, but you came from the business side. And politics is show business. It's arm twisting. It's backroom deal. They might not give you that indication, but deep down they also might not want that. Don't forget, if you want to conduct an audit between the 54th and the 55th legislature, the sitting president and the vice president as secularmente are also part of that. So you could literally trigger a constitutional crisis in Liberia by going this far. Don't take that out of the picture. So they might not give you the indication that they are against it because of politics. They will want to pretend like they want it, but deep down, when it comes to execution, they might not want that. So my thing here is, I know what this thing will lead to. because there will be a lot of people that will oppose you. You are going against a cartel, and a cartel hate for their case to be rattled from an outsider than you, who from the business world into politics. So you got a lot of enemies you may not see. Now, I just want to know if push come to shove, because I believe people in the diaspora will be on board. I believe there will be ordinary Liberians that will be on board with an audit, because you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. And you are showing a model now in your district, but this fight you are taking on is bigger than your district. It's a national emergency. So the opposition you will be faced with is bigger than what you might think. My thing here is, what would be some of the strategy that is, if you experience any opposition, how will you govern that support? You talk about protest, but you got to be beyond just a mere protest. You got to get the diaspora and other people involved into this thing. You got to build a coalition from my view, from what I'm looking at, because it'll be bigger than what you think. That's my expectation for this fight, because it's a bigger fight.
Tell me, you're muted. I don't know what the.
Yes, sorry, I'm muted myself. Okay.
Okay.
I thank you, Mark, for your advancement. I take it seriously. Again, I don't believe that anyone is in the Senate that is opposed to this. But whether or not somebody is opposed to it, I don't care. We need an audit. We will have an audit. We will governance, the diaspora would governance the ordinary people who brought this government into force, not just the president, the legislature, to bring change. And we will bring, like Liberian men say, we will bring change by whatever means necessary. We have to, we can't continue like this, Keith. It's not possible. You know, if people are happy to call some of us criminal, people should be happy to see a process that will clear them. Me, I'm opening my book, can't audit me. Since I'm a rogue, can't audit me so that you can jail me. Then the whole audit business will go to pay. Because by the time they arrest me for criminal act, I will not be able to go to court, I will not be able to. But meanwhile, I will not rest. Nothing.
And you
absolutely nothing will stop. Nothing will stop me from making sure that we have this.
So, Chairman Bility, do you care after Sarah's question? Do you care if we take a few calls? If people may want to ask you a few questions.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, go ahead. When you're done, we'll open the line.
The reason I raised that suggestion, you remember, Sekou, when we read the letter from Nyobli Kanga to the General Auditing Commissioner, boss? In the Front Page Africa article, they want open audit of the WIA-led administration, but it's only restricted to the WIA administration. And the letter that Nyobli Kanga independently wrote, she was literally sending a warning to the GAC board that don't try it around here. So if Musa believed that he got ally, I just want him to think outside the box, because I don't think an ally exists on this fight. He will have to go through a lot of obstacles.
No. That you're right. It's getting clear to me. I will seek ally from OSA. Yes. Liberians. We will show our strength on the ground, and we will count on the diaspora to change this country, and not just to elect a new government.
No.
It's to hold those that you have elected fit to fire. You elected all of us. You must hold us accountable. We must do government business differently. Can you imagine? Since 2005, we started electing people. Can you imagine people are surprised that I have a quote-unquote district council meeting? Do you know what bothers me about that, Mom? It's like it's new.
Yeah, it's new to them.
It's like nobody has a system that is rooted in their district to consult their people. We can't continue like this.
Okay, we can take some calls from our people.
Wow. So we'll take the first caller here. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 763 number. Last 4 digit is 5433.
Good afternoon, Sekou, and good afternoon to your colleagues, and good afternoon, Chairman Bility. My name is Pastor Juro Cummings. Chairman Bility, I listened to you very well, and I'm just sitting laughing. It's kind of laughable and it's very interesting. But here's my concern. Since 1989, the Senate and the House of Representatives were never audited. And the reason why it's interesting, because this will be the second time in our history. You've been in the media, I've been in the media for years. This will be the second time in our country's history that I hear somebody very vocal on an issue of audit. I guess you remember very well the ECOWAS audit report that Leonard, the late Chairman Bryant, in prison. That audit report was biased. That audit report was not balanced because one of your good friends, Senator Snow, name was in that audit report. He never went to jail. Madam Salih and former Justice Minister at the time were biased. Will you be biased in case this audit don't come to full swing or come to fruition? The second thing here is concerning what you said earlier on, that you will lead an array of Liberians to be vocal on this issue. I listened to you, Chairman Bility, in one of your interview, in an exclusive interview, you said that if you don't win the election or beat the Unity Party, you will resign. So I want to ask you whether you are prepared to resign. And on the issue of the audit, I look forward to seeing the full swing of your force, because I'll be one of the guys who will charge you and one of the guys who will take you on, because I want to see whether this was set it at an equilibrium, because Chairman Brian went to jail on I call it fiasco. Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll take another caller, and then the chairman will respond. I think this is Abraham. Abraham Kwane,
yes.
Is that you?
Yes. Good afternoon, Seko, and good afternoon to Long and SST. Chairman Bility, it's good to have you on the show today again. Thank you very much. You know, Chairman Bility, you are delving into a lot of pertinent issues that really concern the Liberians. But first thing first, the audit is highly welcoming. I mean, I'm one of those that from the Ellen era have been very critical of the legislative branch of government. You strike a point, and I think I wrote about that before. Even the salary that legislators are making in that country is mind-boggling. Reason being, you're going to have a lower house of Parliament that was making about $185,000 a year. Okay? And in the United States, just the state of Texas alone, maybe it accounts for twice of Liberia. You got senators over there that were making $173,000 when you have senators in Liberia making $210,000 in the tune, I think about $18,000 a month or so. And all that started under the Ellen era. Mind you, it was that salary structure was structured under the gavel of Vice President Walker at the time. So if you're going to have the country that was depending heavily on budget support for international community, only to divert almost about 60 or 70% of that amount to salary, especially for the legislator, is my bargain. So Chairman Musa, in a nutshell, I think first thing first is to address that ridiculous salary structure of the legislative branch of government. Even they talk about salary harmonization for them, but yes, people over there are making still $150,000. And Liberia is not a country that can account for such a humongous salary structure. So I don't want to take all of your time, but I think that's the first thing that needs to be addressed. Now that you are part of that structure, Chairman Bility. I know it's a legitimate earning, but the salary structure is just unreasonable. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I think we have another caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 701 number. Hello? Okay. Yeah, okay. I do have Saros on the line. Saros from Liberia. Saros, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here, Mr. Kane.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so let me say good evening to you, to Steve Mon, and Liberians in Radio and to Representative Musa Hassan Bility. Chairman, good evening. My name is Sarah Sleman, the manager of SKTV Liberia. So my first question has to do with Chairman Bility. I'm sending this request while my bosses are on the show that SKTV, my crew and myself, will also come in your district and bring these things live to the Liberian people, some of your development and your workings and all of it. So let me say thank you for your exposite. You reveal a lot of things, and I think this is how all lawmakers, these are part of their functions, the three cardinal functions of each legislature. So my question has to do with chairmanability or representativeness. How firm are you when it comes to 14 days requesting the GSC to audit? Because the thing is, what I'm asking the question is, a lot of people come, a lot of representatives, the moment they take seat, they start the kind of fight, and we see that going a thing, and now we're standing the pressure. Because the thing is, like Mom said, you are fighting a whole cartel, and this is some of the reasons people do not want good leaders. Because, and I will tell you this is clear. This was one of the reasons Mr. Kwame was rejected, because our Liberians, especially the people who we call politicians in the country, is a whole big cartel. They don't want a good leader who will come and make the system right for the people. So I'm asking, how firm are you? How firm are you? How is this something? Is it going to be temporary, or are you going to stand for the Liberian people until the 6 years elapse? And my second question has to do with, are you also going to start a fight in reductions of lawmakers' salaries? Because I think that money is too much. That money, some of it should be allocated to district development and all of development in terms of scholarship and all that. So are you also going to start a fight in reductions of lawmakers' salaries? Because that is so huge. And how firm are you in fighting this whole audit of two branches of government, especially the two powerful branches of government? Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thank you, Cyrus. So we'll take two more and we'll go to the chairman. Let's go to Yasindi Martin Pei. And a lot of calls coming in. No. Me, I gotta call your name. I didn't forget. I didn't add the other one there.
My sister.
Yasindi Martin Pei Kenne. I didn't add the Kenne there, but I gotta add that one there. How are you?
A call to be working for all Liberians if you are a nationalist. So can I take you? And let me first of all say to Chairman Bility, thank you. I think we had this conversation many times that you need to speak for yourself, you need to speak for the people. You used to pull it this way. I'm glad that you're talking, that you're speaking up, and you're making a lot of sense. So let me say this to when Mr. Adams just said, Nigeria, in my opinion, cannot absorb the kind of salary that they pay policymakers in Liberia. That's why the country is poor. That's why people I think politics in Liberia need to be they need to because of money. All right. I live in Georgia. Georgia has a little over 10 million people. My local lawmakers, I said my local because people will come to correct me and talking about my federal. Federal represent about 330 million people. At the lower level here, which is our assembly, we got 10 million people. My lawmakers don't make $30,000 a year. Most people who go there will be like like different people like you, Musa Bility, who have gone out, who have worked to understand the business segment, the business process, to understand how to build entrepreneurship or innovation. So they're coming to bring their expertise to the table. They're not coming because of money. I see the work that you're doing in District 7. I'm kind of glad, though, that people are agreeing with us who said, let's give this man an opportunity and let's hold him accountable. But all in all, I'd like to speak to the salary point. As I particularly don't believe the 5 million people with over 80% almost unemployment, okay, or about 80% unemployment, all right? If in Georgia my unemployment go up to 4 or 5%, the next election, my lawmaker may not return to the House or to their family because they have to work with the president to make sure they create jobs, they make sure they create an enabling environment, okay, an attractive environment that businesses will come and thrive. They will also create, with the way Nigeria is going right now, you as a businessman who knows how to create, we need to have minorities who will call citizens, small business loans, okay? They are for women because majority of the businesses, the small businesses in Nigeria, those that are involved, they're women, they're young people, even it's just all across the board to see how we can impact in areas that are needed, identify areas that are needed, and see if people can go into those areas and the government can support them to create jobs, to kind of help the economy, to pay people who go to work 2 days a week and they contribute nothing. I don't want to say it because if they did, would not they have 80% unemployment and they play God, all right? I see people passing, what are doing? Confirming people that we know have issues and we don't see the investigation. And Chairman, let me ask you, if I stay with you for your declaration of assets, okay? Because before I start holding other people accountable, I want my own representative accountable because my representative, you represent me in District 7, all right? So I'm waiting for you before the fight comes out for the rest of the people. But I want to say thank you, continue to talk to us. And in my son, Sarah, just say to you, I pray that God continue to give you the strength, okay, the fortitude to withstand this fight and take it and be the change that Liberia seeks to be our own FDR or what I call it, Teddy Roosevelt, where cattle the gangsters in this country, the food liquor, and put America on top to prosperity. I hope you can walk and give you the strength to hold up and make us believe that there are still in Liberia and good stay in us. Thank you for your voice. We're looking forward to more conversation with you. And the rest of the lawmakers, we need to have a conversation with them. Listen, Chairman Bility, the Liberian, the poorest, the middle class that Liberia never created. This is the resource center that you all need to look up to, talk into, a partnership with to change that small country. But thank you. I know you reach out, but I'm just saying that we will listen to it, not just you particularly. Thank you so much for your voice. Thank you for the education, the information. We need the audit. When you're ready to protest, make sure you let me know in advance because I'll be on the scene there for you. Thank you, Teku.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. This number is 701 number. Last 4 digit 4658. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yes. I'm calling from 509 Dakota. This is Teddy Ted Lion Yonkon.
Teddy Ted Lion Yonkon. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me applaud Mr. Bility, Chairman, and representative. As a full say, is trying to come to pass. And I'll first applaud him for the idea, putting together for his people in district number 7 in our country. Yeah, I will see him. I will force him progressing, and that district will be one of the very best districts I know Mr. Bility is a very strong man. In war, he always speaks on war. But when it comes to the audit issues, these are things that there are a lot of factors that what people are very yearning for. So we were really, really supporting, and also see a lot of secret problems into that. If you want to audit the legislation, at least you should go back all the way back to the time of Early. And going back all the way to the time of Early, and that's where the secret problem will come from. And it will be just like a war crime. People that expect a war crime to be taking place, and it's kind of hard to believe also too. So that was secret problem will be there too. But if you Musa Bility will want to be biased, saying because you want to do this because of Josh we are, then that where you may not have the support from everybody because it cannot be selective somehow because of you want to only judge your government. I think this stuff will also have to involve the executive, which President Joseph Parker also have to be audited.
Yeah, are you trying to ask question? Trying to explain something? Yeah, I just want to know.
Oh well, I'm making a statement.
Okay.
My point is ability.
Okay, go ahead.
We part of this, fight, but at the same time too, this has to be scrutinized. This should have to be biased because of the past regime. Everybody wants to know past regime, just like now. You got to come all the way back. If we go all the way back, then the secret problem will come from just war and economic crimes, whether it will ever be heard or not. But I told me that Bility will be part of the fight, but this fight needs to be very much scrutinized in a way that the Liberian people will listen for that. But what I need to very, very essential.
Hold on 1 second. You're not going to finish. I'm getting a call from outside. So we don't want to actually take a long time with one person. Please, let's make it in a way that other people can also contribute. Maybe the issue from Europe.
Yeah, I wanted to thank the chairman for his farsightedness, and also I like his developmental mind, trying to help the people from his own pocket at this moment. And also I could give him some assistance here in Europe that we could connect. There's a lot of things that we could work out that will be in his interest and the interest of the Liberian people. And also my question to the chairman, I want to ask him whether he's going to champion the fight against the 3 years of buying the brand new cars for the representative. That is a very serious issue. You're talking about 217 million. If you calculate a car that is being bought for 40,000, 50,000, and you calculate how many persons that the cars were bought for, times the number of years, you'll find out that most of the things going into those cars and people paying the cooks, paying the security guards, and paying their family members, all of these things have to be checked on. Because these are the things that we could try to minimize and see that we could take from that impact and add to what we want done for the Liberian people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Teddy Nyonkum, I want you to conclude in 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute, maximum.
My conclusion is that we cannot spread the ability struggle because
your background is very bad.
it's okay. We cannot spread the ability struggle because of certain things. Some of us, we got the same plan to make sure how we're trying to find means to put the regulations on fit to fire in such a manner. So when it comes to the money they're getting, that money too much. This is one of the major reasons why I agree with the ability. They're not only getting their salary that pay at least 10,000. Well, a lot of money they're getting close to 40,000 to 50,000 a month. This money too much. We need to reduce that all these incentives and place it to stability in the government or in the country. I strongly agree with Mr. Bility with that, and I want to be part of the struggle with that. But however, Mr. Bility still needs to think and rethink, and the general public to see how best they can be well suited than that.
Thank you, my brother.
On steady administration, on one administration. Well, we need to go back. If the country can jump Mr. Bility for us to go all the way back to town early, so that we can get all this country on the government. And
thank you.
New,
when I say thank you, you got to stop so that I can cut you off. I'll give you more than enough time. When I say thank you, it means that, okay, wrap up. Hello, Mike Kadami. How are you? You're live on SKTV. What's your question for Chairman Bility?
Good afternoon, Sekou. How are you? And how my greeting go to Steve and Adam Mom. And a very good afternoon or good evening to the representative from District 8. My name is Mike Adami. I'm from District 7. I'm from District 8, Nima County. Thank you so much, Representative. I see your ability. I 100% see what you can do. Me, myself, I know. What I'm seeing in you is more high, is even more enough for that position that you have now in Nima. We, the Nevadians, I know the discussion behind the scene for you, people who you're working with, people like Jerry and other people. And since the elections, I know the impact you have made in people's life. That's part of even the position. I just want you to be courage, keep that courage and move forward. You're not going to name yourself the light. I know the Liberian people, themselves will find the light, and they themselves will come out to know who the light is and where the light belongs. So just keep courage. I call it Mr. Bility. I highly appreciate you for the step you're taking. I know other people have been trying to take that step, but the procedures haven't been the way you're doing it. And you can highly incorporate other people who got a louder voice. Despite they're not saying it the right way, you can get them on board with you to strengthen you, because one person cannot make it. You get other people to strengthen you more, especially than Mr. Yeka Koruwa. That's part of how he presents his things. But it's a teamwork. You got to start building up yourself as a team to fight the battle that you will bring it up. And there's a bigger thing ahead of you. Thank you so much, Mr. Bility.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate that. Yeah, that's the kind of comment that I like. When you call in, you go straight to the point, and then you make your point so that other people can have time. So, Chairman Bility, we will stop the calls there for now. And
thank you.
Time to respond.
Thank you, Sekou. Let me start with the last caller. Thank you for your appreciation. I love it, and it keeps inspiring me. Several issues. People say that I'll be biased depending on how the audit come on. I will never be. This is not about me resigning. I think on the issue of me saying I resign, I will say again, I misspoke. I accept responsibility for the burden placed on me by my people. I could not let that go for any other thing. Going into the salary issue, how much the budget, the salary, and all these things, those are a matter of majority rules. I can assure you that that's an uphill battle. What I'm interested in, it can turn out that the salary is justified. If there's an audit, the audit will give the Liberian people a chance where the money is going. Whether it's going in car, whether it's going in salary, or whether it's money that is just passing through the account and going somewhere else, nobody knows. Only an audit will tell you what percentage of the money that comes to the legislator goes to X. Then you will have the chance to determine which one you should reduce. Not necessarily the salary. Like I said, the 271 million does not include salary. So at the end of the day, and then this week, I gave myself this week as the deadline. My CEO is in Nimba. She's here with me. So we are working to prepare my asset declaration this week. I will declare my asset this week and I will publish it. So I will not just take it to GAC.
There you go.
I will publish it.
Publish it.
I'm not just going to just go say no, I will publish it and you guys.
So you're not going to be just in one brown envelope, you go show it and then you take it back.
No. Okay. What I give the GAC, notarize it, I will scan it. Steve,
send it to
you guys will receive it. And you will be the first to receive it.
Thank you. SKTV will let you have it.
And then I didn't understand. Yeah, I didn't understand what somebody said because of we are government that I'm asking for its audit. So how could it be for we are? I didn't understand that part. It cannot be for we are.
I mean, it's a legislative order. I don't know what putting is all about.
That question to confuse me, but
everybody's represented in the house. So what are you talking about? We are government. Represent everybody.
There's 53rd, which was early government, and there's 54th, which was we are government. So they are all part of it. Whoever that is involved in the order will show. You can't just say the person was there, the person was. The fact that President Baga was presiding over the Senate, it doesn't mean that he was part of what was spent there, because the Senate also has a way in which it's running. So the report will show who did what. My brother who asked to be connected with you in Europe, I'll be more than happy for her to connect. Seku, please help me with his information so that I can contact him.
Actually, they may be behind me to connect you guys, but I can forget when we talk.
So I'll be more than happy to.
I mean, no more call. What happened? What's going on? No, you can tell me. I'll tell him. But no, we're not taking no more call. I mean, they may be responding to all the stuff now.
Hello.
So, Chairman,
go ahead.
Chairman Bility, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So on the issue of the minimizing the cost of vehicle or the time in which the vehicle, I agree. We need a different system. You know, I honestly feel that way as well. Just so that people can take care of them. Maybe instead of saying that maybe there should be a fixed amount that is given to the lawmaker and say, this is for your transportation. And, you know, you can decide to buy a taxi or buy all we know, you know, Tuesday and Thursday, you must come to work instead of us saying every 3 years. But again, I repeat, all this can be justified or unjustified as a result of audit. You cannot know how money that came to the legislator was used. You don't know which part was used against vehicle, which part was used against stationary, which part against travel. So the purpose of audit is to first and foremost tell you how you use your money so that you can be able to make decisions. This one we got to cut this one down. This one was too less. That's what we asked you for. Anyway, so Seku, thank you. I'm in my district. I gotta go. The people are waiting for me to interact with them. You know.
Steve, it's up to you. I think
yes.
I think the chairman gonna have to come back because there are a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, but we wanted to focus on this whole.
Tell me when to come back, Seku. I'll be coming. Just let me know.
I will send you a message.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Chairman. I think you clarified one of my questions I had. Regarding your publishing of your assets. You know, we went forward to that assets, and then
my sister, my Yasinde, you know that's what I love about Yasinde. You know, she's straight up. Our relationship has nothing to do with accountability. So she called me out. I appreciate that. I show her this week. Wale is here. We're just coming from out. We have dinner and then we'll go over the asset declaration. and make sure.
Yeah, because SKTV already now as part of the conversation. The police said we don't get here no.
No, I beg you, please.
Yeah,
I will do it this week. I mean, my asset include some very heavyweight, which we have to speak to the lawyers, to make sure that everything that we are doing are within the confines of the law, and that what we are declaring are what we're supposed to declare, and that nothing is left behind, and because it's going to be published, it's not going to be hidden. So what I say belongs to me, must be seen. If I tell people I got 1 million, not just to say you got 1 million, so that tomorrow when you got 1 million, people can say you have 1 million. I got to prove that I got 1 million. So, these are some of the things.
Thank you, Chairman. We look forward to reconnecting with you so that we can have you on again to further discuss other national issues. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we were talking to the guys in studio in Truth FM. So they kind of responded, but because I wanted to take a few calls in Liberia, but it's kind of late now. We will just leave that for another day.
Yeah, because
so they responded. Yeah, they could take call, but that was a little bit
too late.
It's kind of late now, so we'll do that another day. We'll let the chairman go today, and then we can take calls the next time we come here from Liberia, where in Melbourne will be available. I guess Melbourne is kind of busy today. He's not in studio. Normally he will inform me or Steve if he's not going to be there, but this one by was no call, no show. And I think a message yesterday we're going to go to Mamere shop.
Remember yesterday was Mamere shop day.
Yeah, Mamere shop day, and that was that too. Melbourne, Golden Heart, and what do you need? What other beginning?
I blame Sekou for that.
They all made some good cash yesterday, so they joined.
I blame you because yesterday when I protested that we shouldn't send the money, we should send it on Monday to be strategic.
I said all of them money right after the show. I said
yeah. And I told you, I said
I was good yesterday for them. All the birthday man and Maple, all of them made something good yesterday, and I sent it to them right after the show.
You should send it on Monday.
Hey, Chairman, I told you, you availed me last night.
She said no, I should send it. I should wait. I said no, we gotta send it right away. and I sent it and sent all the receipt to Steve. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, thank you so much. We'll see you again. And I will call you. We'll tell you the date. Yep. We got a lot of things to uncover.
Lots and lots.
And we like the fact that you are open to, speaking.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, so Steve,
yeah, folks,
we stay on the radio though. People are still listening in Liberia. So whatever you want to conclude here, now it will still be.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you took the radio off.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I did not.
You were trying to take German Bility, or you took the radio off?
No, I didn't take him off. I think that you took him off.
Yeah, I took him off, but okay, it's okay.
So, Mr. Akane, I think we'll use the next maybe 5 minutes to just get reactions, and then hopefully we can.
No, I think we should just react to it, and then we just go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we will react here, and then we'll call it a day because we took calls from here. Mongo, what say you, my man? 272 or 71 million used for just keep this in mind. They're using it for the upkeep of the so-called legislature, but guess what? The legislature, as we speak now, they're still hauling water in gallon. There is no, from what we are told, there is no
water in gallon to go to what? To go to the bathroom?
To go to the bathroom.
Seriously?
Yes. The pump there, other thing there, the toilet, the septic tank, and other thing there broke. People smelling or people water.
You could even spend 500,000 or 1 million to do that, to fix that.
They will leave stealing behind. How do we leave the stealing behind, the corruption behind, go do that? But Mongo, what say you, my man? The number that you heard, the money that you heard, what say you?
For me, it's not about the amount. It's just about the culture and the spine to take on those guys. Chairman Bility, listen to Chairman Bility is facing what we face in this country. When you get an outsider who comes from the business, don't forget, business people are competitive. They work hard for their money. So when it comes to waste, they don't do waste. The chairman is going against a cartel that have been there for a while, that have been getting free money. To take free money from people's mouth is no easy fight. And don't forget, when he talked about asset declaration that he's going to publish it, it means the past two presidents failed to do that. That is Joseph Boakai and George Weah. That's a whole new standard. Let's just take the fact that the work he's doing in his district, now he's taking on some national fight that is bigger than him. And he will run into resistance and opposition. I can guarantee you that. That's the reason I'm asking that question. Are you willing to build new coalitions bigger than your district before taking on this fight? Because I know what I know. You're talking about 271 million exclusive of salary. Now, if you factor in salary, what are you talking about? Can you imagine just financial institution and Georgia government, the transaction between them alone come out to $2 billion? This guy costs money in
$2 billion. We hear the money
say, and you look at the country, be like, but where this money coming from? It's like we got some printing machine somewhere that print money at night. Because you look at the people living condition, you look at the state of the economy, you look at the country, be like, how can this guy spend this amount of money? Can you imagine emergency funding within the month of December? The Weah government made was 83 million of taxpayer money. So I hope, Chairman Bility, I tell you, man, I hope you up to this fight because you will get the support that you need. The matter is you will have to build this up because you will run into obstacle. We saw it from Nyomli Kanga, her personal letter. We saw the report that we made here from Front Page Africa. We know what's happening. The vice president and the president was also part of that 54th legislature. So they are part of the scheme as well. This whole idea that Musa Bility trying to set new standard in Liberian politics, something that the people will govern us around him to push. I just hope he's in the position to build that coalition to take on the fight because it's bigger than Musa Bility. He might be the one leading this fight, but this fight is way bigger than Musa Bility for sure.
I agree.
Well, I think that brings up.
Yes, Chief. I'm sorry. As part of the reaction to what we just heard, yesterday, course, you want to add something real quick. I don't know. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, and then now to Ima Pega, actually in the middle of this is Steve's show, right? I didn't want to interrupt. Steve told me say when the show is going on, I'm gonna talk about money business there. So if I'm the one running the show, I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, the $50 you guys said we receive it. We really, really appreciate it. She's asking whether we saw the money. Yeah, we saw it. I didn't talk about it because I didn't want to interrupt while the conversation was ongoing with the chairman. I was going to talk about it at the end of the show, as I've always done. So thank you so much to you and your entire family. You've been supportive of SKTV for a very long time, and for that we appreciate you guys so much. I want to say thank you. We saw the $50. It came in on Cash App. So yes, we put we always pin the number for you to support SKTV, whether Cash App or Zelle, for daily activities, especially back in Liberia with data and all those things going on, and putting cash, data. I just told you guys that in a short period of time, I saw $8,000 we already sent to Liberia to Zelle. I was shocked, honestly, because I don't even pay attention to same wave like that. But anyway, Cindy, I think you want to add something lastly before we go.
I do. Thank you so much, Cecil, for taking my call. I actually was forced to call because my fees asked a question. $270+ million spent. And then when she told you that they have no running water in the building, you were like, really? Yes, I've been there. In fact, the place is nasty, deplorable. And the people are cruel to our people. They're arrogant because they don't know how to create. Most of those people have never created anything. And as a Brazilian man just said, Musa comes from a competition. Those who understand business process, they are competitive people. They're innovators. They're far-sighted because they must project themselves for them to stay competitive or to stay in the game. Or if they want to profit for the bottom line, they always have to be thinking. So Musa is going to be a competition. I'm not saying he's going to be perfect. None of us are. But I hope that he can carry this fight for our people's sake that he can set the tone that people, because all in all, Musa, I went to Nigeria so many times, especially in my country. When you go to Secretary, they say 7 to Musa house, whether he's there or not, our people are in line coming to ask this man for help. This man got people that he hired that are working within that community. Whereas majority of these people, they just come, we make them, and then they turn against us. I'm not saying everybody will be the Musa, but in the world over, we bring the best among us to lead us to set the tune, because the leaders set the tune. And I'm loving this fight. And Sekou, everything that they're doing, they're $270 million. Okay? You think about it. We are begging the rest of the world to help our people in the need of helping our people. And these people are taking that money and using it to sabotage our people, the future of the country. All local schools in Liberia. Your rats cannot sleep there. Your goat cannot sleep there. But their children are put on the plane the moment you get in a position. They're sitting around the world, or they're going to private and international school while your children are walking by land. Some of the parents are frustrated to the point that they're beating their children, some of them to death. Women are having children throwing them in the trash can because the government cannot provide subsidy, even food stamps for babies to get milk. Our people are on the air begging. Hospitals, women are being confiscated with their children because they can't afford to pay GSK. Women are dying in childbirth because they don't have money to pay to take operations, or they will come on Facebook to beg. And these people are collecting $270 million besides the $94 million that they collect. Something needs to happen. Nigerians need to stand up. We're not saying go cause trouble. We're saying when the people speak, those people that we hire, we have to listen. So we need to stand up. Thank you for the show. It's just an eye-opening segment. It's mind-boggling that people can be this cruel. Thank you, Sekou, for taking my call. I just wanted to react.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Wow.
Back to you, Steve.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, I think I would have to agree. And that's why I said yesterday, there has to be an uprising, and I stand by that. Let me tell you something, Mr. Kane. Let me tell you something. There is the way we are as human beings, and this is not mutually exclusive to Liberians. The way we are as human beings, one of the ways that we can effectuate change is to stand up. That's it. And that's why in every constitution, it is the provision is provided, or it is given to the people. And if we don't do that, we remain complacent, we remain silent, people take us for a ride. And let me say something, maybe tomorrow I will amplify on it a little bit on the show. You see, I see people passing around with protest notice. Oh, there will be protest April 6th or whatever it is. Let me tell the Liberian people, that protest is already being undermined. Yeah. That protest is already being undermined. No serial manner protest will be advertised, announced, and done the way how they can do it in Liberia. Let me tell you what the guys are doing. They want to collect money from the new government. They want to go into deal with them again. They want to start the negotiation process. They want to gain political relevance on your expense. They're not serious about protest. You should to be announcing protest. You should be setting day for protest and be wanting to see government while you're in negotiation. You're too stupid, eh? And at the same level cost that them, bro, yeah.
That same thing, yeah. The same.
They made a say protest something that's something why they go sit down. Who told you protesting that you can go sit down and negotiate? Protest that protest. What define that word? If you're serious about protest for truth, you will shut your mouth. Yeah. And you carry on a protest simultaneously that will the government. And that's why you pass around and announce protest. You're too stupid. They are negotiating as we speak now. Yeah, my people. Don't waste your time. They are negotiating. They are in the negotiation process. They're collecting bribe from their friend. They're already meeting and say, my man, and they're not serious for no protest, but they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're not ready for the liberation of Liberia. If you're ready for liberation of Liberia for you will see Joseph Parker will wake up and see protests. Then you will know say men and women are ready. Who told you the protest will be announced and you wear t-shirt and flyer and all they want? They want to cut. They want to get it on a cut. You got no budget coming, and then I pass budget a few times. They won't get it on money. Some of them won't gain political relevance for 2026 that right around the corner. So they won't gain political relevance. Like Dara Delon and did that time.
Yeah.
The food that says it or food or Delon so food. Who want bother in part two? We're part part 2.
You know, Steve, there is something they call righteous anger. That's why I keep asking the chairman. At the chairman, the fight you're about to take, you understand the magnitude of this fight? Because here's the thing, you know, sometimes things can be brewing under the scene and people don't pay attention to it. This is something people have been wishing for. It was the very reason that Joseph Boakai was elected. It how he got his sympathy. That he wanted to be so harsh on Madam Sally, that reason Madam Sally skipping to pick Joshua.
Yeah.
So people believe that Joseph Boakai was entitled to the time to go after what he promised. So I asked the chairman, they fight. It's bigger than you, and not disrespectful in Nima kind of this is like bigger. This is the future, because when you look at the money and the resources that got spent, the vast majority of our budget go to nothing but recurring expenditure. And you don't grow a country, you have to make investment, capital investment for a country to grow. What Musa is talking about, like what I keep telling people, I said these days, if you look at the whole world, politics is business. If you bring more business people to politics, people's life will get better. Because business people hate waste. They must stay competitive. They must come up with new idea to bring about change. Musa is bringing a model to government that we have yet to see with any lawmaker in Liberia. So it's bigger than him. Maybe he think it's necessary, but no, they're not necessary. I think necessary is the whole of Liberia. So if he's ready for the fight, we will be here. We will govern that to support the people in the diaspora mainly and some of our allies on the ground, because this is something we have been yearning for years, if not decades or more.
Mongo, Mom, what Musa is doing is the educated, informative version of what Yeke have called for, and the way Yeke goes about it.
Yeah.
Simple. Musa is saying the same thing that Yeke said. Unity Musa attributing numbers to them.
Yeah.
And making them low diplomatic and professional.
Yeah.
You can catch the attention of other people. You can just say run, just keep it 100%, keep it moving. That's it. But at the same time, you guys are calling for, I hope they will amalgamate forces so that they can work together on this issue. And I can say to Representative Musa Bility and Yeke Koluba, if they choose to work together, I won't be part of it.
Yeah.
Because me, I stand for accountability and justice. Accountability is not restricted. And we're methodically and strategically playing.
So I can play something on a video.
Nobody here for that.
I can play something on a video before we go. When Prince Johnson call you deal with Nima Boakai, $100,000 a month, the happening the way he's dancing. Can you play that video before we go?
100 grand. Can you imagine that?
100 grand a month. 100 grand a month.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Wow. 100 grand.
People them brave when you're calling the money name, like bro, say you can't believe it.
Sounds like monopoly money. The high can sound like that. Say it's not real money.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not money. It sounds like they're not even talking about money. Yeah. Yeah, but it is what it is. Let me put the senator.
I country that choke. You're a choke away. Oh, he's a bit singing this from the rebel day call as well. You're a good capable and can't be singing this song. Yeah, great change since I've been born. You used to sing it doing nothing war when you kill people, you can't sing crazy songs. He love it.
So Prince Johnson is dancing like an imam because of the deal he already made with Joseph Nima Boakai to receive $100,000 a month. So he said Nima will be fine. I don't want to close the show with that.
Mr. Kane, let me tell you something. You know, these are some of the things that some of us can see, and our Christian people get there with us. These are some of the things. There's a joke. Here is a man who is blaspheming. Here is a man who goes behind your back and honor man you while your children to get. He made due to get it and take food from in your mouth. Come back and sweet talk your own God forgiveness. And Jesus said it one, and he knew man, and he knew. Prince Johnson is not a new man. Prince Johnson is a bona fide rebel and a killer and a crook. He is General Joseph Boakai. They mean nothing good for the country. They mean nothing good for the country. And when I see some of these people then gallivanting and passing around, making it look like a joke, it's a disgrace on Christianity. That's why I don't take, let me tell you something, Mr. Kanye, me personally, I don't take 99% of Christians serious. I don't. They're a bunch of jokers. Who said that the pastor go and read Bible for them to interpret to them? That make any sense to you? It don't make any sense. Pastors will read Bible to me and tell me what's up with Bible. I call us people with Jesus. I call us people with God. Me and God not in problem. So when you say that in the church, somebody that Prince Johnson will interpret Bible to you. Prince Johnson know Bible. Prince Johnson doesn't know Bible. And when I see Pope, he's wearing gun. Look. We are in some beautiful nonsense and a mess that the next generation will have to come and look at us and say something was actually wrong with these people when they say they have technology and auditing. How can somebody like Prince Johnson be somebody who is of repentance? How? Anybody want to say I'm judgmental to him, say it. But let's put this in context. Let me ask a question to all Christians. And Prince Johnson again left to God. And Prince Johnson again left to God. Prince Johnson is free. Prince Johnson is a man of God. And you know why? Yeah, how does somebody today I hear him talking and people shouldn't be insulting or whatever it is? But he had Prophet Key on a pulpit there praying for his people. It makes any sense to y'all? It makes sense to y'all? You're secret your own religion. You undermine yourselves. And you're passing around, you think everybody's will fall in line. Me, I can fall in line with y'all. You're serving a loser God. You're serving your God, you're serving is a loser. And you're saying you're losers. That might make it you incorporate. Look, you keep yourself in slavery. Can you imagine somebody like Prince Johnson? It's a slavery thing. Somebody like Prince Johnson sitting down and telling me, say, Jesus said, forgive me. Okay, that's fine. God forgive you. So killing Tekonsi Roberts and other people that were protecting Onimakante people, Tekonsi Roberts and other innocent people, that people then who were attacking Nimarians, that people then who were killing Nimarians. The last part of the thing I want to say is this, so it can make sense to everybody. If Prince Johnson truly repented, because one of the signs of repentance for true when you go read your Bible, I say go tell your pastor, go ask your pastor, your reverend or your deacon. You're feeding a bunch of people there who you're sending money to them who fighting themselves, enjoying themselves on your expense, and your slaves and so forth to them. But let me say this: one of the signs of forgiveness for true is repentance and the ability to ask for the. When was the last time Prince Johnson ever asked the Labron for forgiveness? You know Prince Johnson justification? He was protecting his people. So that means what Prince Johnson is telling you, screw you, regardless of what happened to you, screw whatever happened to them, he was protecting his people. He is not remorseful. He doesn't care. As long as he can manipulate your leaders and they fall in line, that all that matters to him. Imagine president paying you $50,000 every month for what?
Now the new president is not going to be paying you $100,000.
I'm talking about Joey $50,000 every month. Do you know what that means? Do you really know what that means? A president paying you $50,000 every month.
You're supposed to be a man of God.
And you're supposed to be a man of God.
Yeah.
Man of God.
The man who can say he got 500 men in the bush, he can bring anything he tells you, say he's man of God. You're crazy.
And then he say, "Oh, I can bring them and get them kill you."
Yeah, he man of God.
You say man of God. He say, "I can bring 500 men right now and get them kill you." They cause mayhem and havoc.
Yeah, and then people that they go to church.
You can tell Morovia upside down.
Yeah. He said,
and that was even insulting for me as an Imaya for the man to say he can bring 500 of us and give all King Jews.
Yeah, King Jew. Even get orange Jew, but I King Jew.
Yeah, now any kind of good liquor sale, now Hennessy and you. So now any kind of liquor you get away, but King Jew, he say, "I'll get a king, I'll bring 500 men for Nimba and get a King Jew so you can." We the Nimba body we feel insulted. We just don't tell that into anymore, okay?
And Mr. Kanye, as funny as it sounds, before
we're not a bunch of
as funny as it sounds, my question is the people then who even go to these churches and sit there.
Yeah, that's what I got problem with.
What do you tell your children? What do you tell yourself? What kind of God you go there to go seek? What kind of God you go there to go seek? What kind of God you go there to go seek? Which God is that? The God of foolishness? The God of I don't know.
Today that's Sunday.
Today that's Sunday. And guess what? Today that Sunday, most of our revenue, guess what they not do? They not buy the leg on them. They can call a shot. The revenue can beat their wives. The revenue can go see the medicine man. The revenue in homosexual society there. The revenue they are some of them get wives, but they are also wives to other men. To the and you can see Reverend wearing BB ring on your finger. Go ask your Reverend. Say what that BB ring on your finger represent. Go, they're not your wedding ring. Ask your Reverend. Say what you did to get that ring. Your Reverend, a bunch of homosexual Reverend who exploiting your small children because the medicine law require them to sleep with little girls to be able to renew the medicine. And you're passing around and saying that Reverend, you're not serious. You're not serious. God, you said not even get time for that nation. God does not care about that nation. You're not see. When I see them passing around, and we should pray. Let's seek the Lord. Let's consecrate the country to God. How many times you consecrate that one country to God? And chat that time you consecrate the country to God. Right after that, what thing happened? Then a bunch of rogues there you brought, bunch of warlords you elected to come to government again. Talking about you consecrating which country to God. God ain't get time for that nation because the people will perish because of foolishness. You see reality, and you say, and the player knows that we get serious problem in terms of religion is who Reverend read the Bible for them. You cannot speak with God. You can download the Bible and yourself read it. If you not understand the English, all the way how you can go on Facebook and Google and other places to learn gossiping words. You can also put in that word you see on the Google. It will tell you exactly what the meaning is. You don't do that. You pass it around. You're paying off for the Queen Johnson there. Are you serious?
Steve and Monk, before we go, something that bothered me, and yesterday I posted on my page, I said, what a funny country. On a serious note, to see Liberians, men and women alike, celebrating Prophet Key, regardless of their number, whether they are in good number or just few people, but to see Liberians celebrating Prophet Key in Liberia, dancing for him, accepting Prophet Key in a church. And going back to look what he does, what he is popular for, what makes him popular. I say to myself, what kind of country is this? And what kind of people are these people? You know, if you look at the people back home, you will say maybe some of the people then they need money, they need help. Maybe they think they want to go to a Prophet rally, they will get money and this and that. But what about the ageable men and women in the diaspora that worked and spend their money on this man just to go and disgrace women? Sometimes when I hear some of the same people talking about, oh, Labrador was founded on Christian principle, and some of the same people embracing these things, it kind of, got me speechless. Sometimes I can run out of words how to describe our people and their behavior. Seriously. And I remember when Alexander Cummings became the chairman for the CPP, the Senior Unity Party people, led by Mo Ali. Mo Ali persuaded Musa Bility to persuade Alexander Cummings to talk to Prophet Key. They celebrate Prophet Key. Right when Prophet Key's birthday just passed, Muhammad Ali posted a Prophet Key picture. More than 1,000 of Unity Party supporters were there celebrating this man's birthday. But then now it comes to inviting the mayor in your government, to appoint the mayor in your government. They want to speak about moral. You want to talk about moral. You celebrate this man in everything he does. You are associated with this man. You worship this man. You believe in everything this man is doing. This man raised money on his platform for your campaign. You never distance yourself. You celebrate everything about this guy. Now it comes to appointing a guy that you believe, that you trust, that you admire so much. You want to talk about moral. Labrador is a sick country. We got a lot of sick people.
Mr. Kane,
very sick when they bring, and it's
nobody should tell you. Nobody should tell you that Labrador was founded on a Christian principle.
No, that's what somebody can say.
Because they are deceptive. They don't even understand their foundation. They pass around with lala quotes. They pass around with things that they have not even read on to understand. But you're talking about Liberia. Just right in the country, we see responsible, educated, grown women and men sit on a platform with a convicted criminal incident with a spoon and want to talk morality. That would lead Liberia. Umpa will say they're not educated.
I know, right? The one that right here.
Places where they get food to eat, where they pay their own, they are responsible men and women. Yeah. They sit on a platform with a confessed, convicted criminal, men and women. I'm not saying 18-year-old, more than 18-year-old, that got children or grandchildren. They sit on that platform and they want to talk morality. And you tell me, say, I'm supposed to look at you to be serious man and woman or serious man and man. You're not serious. You are not serious. I don't take you seriously on anything you do. I'm saying I don't take you seriously. You are not serious. It speaks volume of you. I'm saying this and I'm being clear. You know, sometimes when I say these things, some people say, oh, you can't tell the one with a person and you can't tell the one with a person. Let me tell you something. I can talk anything about anybody as long as it is the truth. And we all know the truth. And some of us need to be speaking out on these things. If we want to hold somebody a Prophet Key there accountable, we want to hold somebody there, the other people then who are on funny thing more are there accountable. Let us start with our intelligent, educated people then who say they get moral. Let us start with them. When we start with them and we can hold them accountable and hold each other accountable, then we can move on to the other people. So no wonder why somebody the Prophet Key can position them. No wonder. Look, let me tell you something. For somebody like Prophet Key to position you, it not only take medicine, it takes high level of stupidity to fall for his foolishness. It takes that. And to tell you that why I will put them in 4-4. Imagine Costa position them when we try to open their eyes and tell them that this was all a scam from day one. And they fought you and I here, they cost all that time more here, they cost all on the same platform. And they cost us on the same platform.
They even had a meeting to boycott SKTV. They had a big program. They had several meetings, and some of those meetings were recorded by some of them and sent it to us. That they had a big teleconference to boycott SKTV, and they even told us that SKTV will go down. They hired hackers. They did everything to take us down. Some of the same people then who did that were the ones that were insulting Costa, calling him names.
And you know what? Some of them I met with them physically, and they told me we're sorry for what we did. You said the truth. You know what I told them? I said the joke is on you. The joke has never been on us. The joke has always been on you. Like you're running away from the truth. We can't run away from the truth. If I do wrong, say I do wrong. Let me accept it and work on what is wrong. But we pass it, we make excuses for one group of people. We make excuses for one group. No wonder why Prince Johnson can be positioning on. And you know the sad part about it, Mr. Kane? You know the sad part about it? I had somebody who I highly respected, but I don't respect them anymore. Somebody who I highly respected, you got a Muslim man on the platform. You can't be talking about Christianity like that your religion, we need to protect our religion. You know what I told you? I said you are a fool who grew old. I want to protect Christianity. That's my job. That means open Christianity. You can protect Jesus. You can protect God. God older than you. How can you protect God? I say you are a fool. I told you that. I say you grew old, but you are a fool. And that you guys got where we are today because you hate the truth. What does having a Muslim on a platform and criticizing Christians who behave contrary to what Christianity should stand for? What does that have to do with a Muslim person on the platform? My man, you can't say that. Peking, you can't say that. I said, don't call me Peking. I am not your Peking because your sense of reasoning is childish and immature. You hate the truth. I told you, I said, don't call me Peking. I'm not your Peking. When you're supposed to be an elderly person who's supposed to do what is right and say what is right, you have grown old in your foolishness because this is what you did throughout your lives. And you want everybody to fall down for it. That means you'll be falling down for foolishness. You think I don't know the reality? I know the reality. And I know what is right and what is wrong. And because I know what is right and what is wrong, when you decide to deceive me and take me on a path that I know that is wrong, I will warn you. If you think that at your age, you're going to be passing the wrong way, don't fully no more than what your guy. You ain't do nothing for yourself. You're not benefited the next generation. You got us here in deception, and your thing has all fall down for that one. I will never fall down for that. So I told him, I say he's a fool that grew old, and he need to put his life together in his old age. He might go follow an equal and Joseph Baga and be lying to people. He might not bring it to me. I told him straight up. I said, I will criticize Christianity in public. In fact, I will call out you guys who are in your funny society. So I asked him, I said, a ring that you get on your hand. I asked him, I said, how you got that ring? What do you have to do to get that ring? If you can tell a word what you have to do to get that ring, then I will restore my respect for you until then keep it moving. You think fools are my friend? I think I said fools are not my friend. Your people passing around. And all of that, he can be, do you know at his age, he can be sneaking, sending money to Prophet Kid and to cost women. And you want to tell me about morality, about God? You crazy? I think I take care of that thing somewhere else. You're who's sending money. You know, I support Prophet Key, and you know, and Prophet Key stands for something. I said, what he stands for? Contradiction, confusion. What he stands for? Lies. For a man to say that somebody can't register the case, they get you 500, then you call somebody uno man. That they want you to say you're supporting. And I see somebody groom women past. Anyways, you look, you see the people, you know that they're dysfunctional. Their life is a dysfunction. They're dysfunctional. All the women who passing around on their foolish venture, they're dysfunctional women. Look, if you check the history, I can tell you that today from the genogram. In psychology, we want to bring the family and everything together. From the genogram, Mr. Kane, I can tell you it. You check in the history. Some of them are either on some kind of crazy medication in this country. Some of them have been diagnosed with some kind of serious psychiatric or psychological issues that it can be in the public because of the privacy. Some of them are they came from a dysfunction. Imagine a woman tell you say her past slept with her in public. Can you imagine that? Her past, she comes in public and say her past slept with her. That kind of person will be okay in society. You know what that means? Yeah, so I tell you put it seriously. One other one can tag, one of my friends from Australia can tag me, one of the fully things. I wrote Australia, I said, let me tell you something. I said, if you don't respect me, don't you dare tag me into that your foolishness that you got going on. I said, you guys are addicted to this foolish thing. You enhance these foolish people behavior because you got your own problem for you to think about it. Your thing when you're going to listen to other people on the issue, it will make.
Honestly speaking, Steve, not to cut you off, most of the people then that actually engage in that thing, most of them get mental problems.
It's more to that idiot.
Yeah, most of those people that can engage in those things. For example, all the one that be causing insulting and bring people gravitate towards them, whether male or female, all of them got some mental problems, some mental issue. And people that are following them too, people that are not going to follow them, people that support them, they too get some mental issue. Psychologically, they're not correct up there, but people don't know because they appear like regular people. They dress like a regular people. But you can't know them until you get close to them. You can't know that they're not okay until you talk to them. When they open their mouth, that's when you know that they are sick in the brain. Some of the people there, they're working, but they don't even know what to do with their money. Do you know there were a group of people here that were working every month? Every other 2 weeks, they put their money together, they send it to the guy to go be insulting people. Every month, they committed themselves to doing that. So they wouldn't negate their own problem. So
they do. They do. And that's why our society is what it is today. I see all the funny. Look.
And Steve, not to cut, let me tell this to people then who, whether it is Steve or it was me or it was Mongo, you don't know the reason why we're not scared to call people name. We don't care. We don't care. Yeah, and we don't take fully put seriously too. Even if it calls my body, it means nothing. Because you're nobody, you're nothing. Yeah,
you know
so
what?
you shouldn't worry about that. They will cost Steve, they will cost me is nothing.
You know what, Mr. Kane? Yeah. You know what? That you and other people there who someone got respect for can say we shouldn't talk about certain people on the platform, we shouldn't go out to certain people.
Yeah, I know.
Your thing are afraid of Prophet Key. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. You know, sometimes we keep quiet on something there because some people talk to us behind closed doors and say, leave certain people, leave certain things. Your thing are afraid. Y'all know some of the information that we got. The reason why Prophet Key had the audacity yesterday to even call that the police should provide him security in the country, saying that makes sense to some of you who are afraid of him. And that's why you are slaves. The fact that you can't even speak your own truth, you are slave. You're afraid of your friend, man, your friend, woman. You can't even speak your own slave. You know why he had the audacity to do that? Because Joseph Human Boyka's son is on recording, Jojo. He is on recording coordinating with Prophet Key. Jojo, have been giving information. The file will come out. And we say on SKTV today again, the information that will come out. Those information that will come out. You think Prophet Key got the audacity to go abroad free? He knows exactly the conversation they have. And if they try us, we'll bring out some of the recording there so you can hear it said. That Jojo that you see there. That bunch of useless people that don't know what they're doing. You're supposed to be serial man, be passing around with funny people there. You be discussing funny thing there. But we say on the show, we are ready for the yo-yo. We are ready for the noise. The noise umpire will escalate. The noise will get and all of you will come rap out SKTV here.
Like Roof said, these people there not only they had a meeting, but they used to do personal show just to insult me. But me, I don't care. I really don't care. Some of the things that me I've been passing through in terms of people trying to ridicule me, trying to insult me, trying to call my name, trying to do all kind of things there. I don't see you say. It means nothing to me. Nothing, absolutely. If people are going to go out of public space because of what other people say about you, I would not be here today. If people can worry about things that have been said about you, things that people do to bring you down, if you are going to be worried about that, we will not be sitting right here talking. So, whether it's Steve, it's Mong, if we think your news supposed to be called, we'll call it. If it's not necessary, we'll not bother with it. We speak on issues based on necessity. If it is necessary for us to talk about it, we will talk about it. All the little one day that can come and make noise. Sometimes we'll give them, little attention here and there, but they're nobody. They're nothing. Like I was talking to one of the brothers the other day. I told the brother, the reason why I don't follow and listen to all these little one day, I don't really bother about them when they insult me or they do anything to me. Tarnish my reputation. I don't care about them. No one. This is about who president today. This is about myself. You should talk lengthily. We have a lot of communication. This messages, WhatsApp, communications. Now just about president today. All the other one, you all call the leader. Musa Bility was one of the most high-profile politicians in Liberia. There are other people. The one that are ministers or former ministers, president, vice president, key players, key makers are the people we talk to behind the scene, and they respect us. So what happens if their stooges decide to attack us? Those are nobody. Nobody cares about them. Nobody listens to them. Nobody believes them. Those are stooges. Those are followers. They will just go. They will just come here to amuse themselves. They use these platforms as therapy to ease their mental state. They got a problem. So if using our name to attack us, that can make them happy, let them do it. We deal with people, real people. That's why from Joseph Nima Boakai to George Weah to Alexander Cummings to all the other high-profile politicians in Liberia, they can all watch SKTV. All of them. And we do it. And they respect us. Even the ones that disagree with us, they respect SKTV. Believe me. You know why most of them can't stomach the fact that they can't actually, they don't have the audacity to come and even appear on SKTV to take questions from us. They say we ask tough questions. Not because they don't want to come. But like I said the other day, we are in talk with a lot of people. We're going to have a busy weeks coming. We are in conversation with a lot of people. I don't want to call names until we finalize some of these things. We have some ministers here, some deputy ministers, some directors. We'll come here to have a conversation. We'll also be happy, we'll be very happy if Joseph Boakai can take an interview with SKTV. We'll be very happy to have conversation about Liberia and the Liberian people, to answer some questions about critical issues that has to do with the life of the Liberian people. So everybody is welcome on SKTV. We open our doors to everybody, regardless of who you are. But we will call your name if you do the wrong thing. We will call your name if you do the right thing, regardless. So we're not afraid of anybody. You like it, you can call us any kind of name you want. That's on you. We care less. In fact, I've told everybody, if somebody insults us, don't bring it to me. If you share with me that somebody insults me, I can block you. Because I don't really care about somebody who insults me. I don't care about them. I don't bother with them. You know, what you don't know does not hurt you, right? I don't even listen to them. Steve?
Well, Mr. Kane, thank you so much. For those of you who follow SKTV, you know we don't hold no punches. We say as it is. In this journey, we've made friends. We also, some friends have left us because of our position. But we stand for what the only thing that makes me to be happy is at least you can say everything you can say on SKTV, we are liars, or the thing we say that are not true. And that's why even in your anger to what we say, you gravitate, you still come here. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. Nobody should ever think in their mind that any one of us on this platform we are afraid of anybody. Nope. Nope. When it's necessary to call your name, we'll call your name. When it's not necessary, we're not going to call your name. We are strategic and methodic about how we go about our things, the things that we say or do here. You just don't pay attention. At the end of the day, we'll be back here. What is the private key? What is the Costa? What is the who? Even the president, Joseph Nima Boakai, we can hold him accountable. Who we supposed to be afraid of? Who? I don't understand. On the platform, we criticize Joe. We use adjective to describe his behavior. On the platform, the mean man of the land, the president, we can criticize him. Who? People who are not president?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
The small dummy name. But you know, no more. I was not speaking about what you said though. I know you were joking, but I'm talking about people are concerned. I've had a lot of people in my inbox telling me sometimes when I would mention Prophet Keo, when I mentioned Senator Weatherspoon, when they would send people on you, they would say, even one time I mentioned something about my begin Marty Colley. Somebody said, oh, Marty Colley going to go right for you. I said, what are you talking about? Are you stupid? Marty Colley, Marty Colley, my picking. Marty Colley, my picking. He respect me and I respect him. I don't really care about him. And, you know, when it comes to that. Hello? This is Sekou. We are about to leave now. This is Sekou. We are about to leave now. You want to talk to me or you want to talk to the show? Okay, go ahead. You can talk to me. I'll tell you what to call on the show. We're leaving us. Chief can close the show.
Oh, the person want to talk to you?
It's a private call. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. No, we're leaving that. So folks are in there. Monk, my man, anything before we leave?
Not much. I mean, so far we covered the day. It was a nice show as usual. So we'll do it again.
Most definitely, folks. Thank you so much. As always, we'll be back tomorrow. When someone get your fighting spirit, when someone get your real noisy spirit on the show, it will not be easy. That is the body. Our own men know sense and logic. We don't mean not to confuse. We demystify some of the lies that people have made. We'll play the video there and go. And we don't understand one lie about the Joseph Baga defending and Ipola. We told you, and we told you that story. We're going to come out. We're going to bring problem. We told you. Bah, you let this something about. Yeah, you let this something. You let this something because we're gonna be professional, but at the same time, we're gonna be rough. Some of us won't get rough. We can get rough in the public space. We can get rough. We not grow out of something about. So yeah, let this something. Yeah, we are also also before. We know what's up. We know what time it is. We don't back down. We know. We understand what's up. So we don't back down. We don't kiss up. We don't suck up. We don't back down. So when I see somebody peeing and coming here, be ready for anything. I look at them. We've been around too. Not because we get your faces, we've been around. Yeah. That healthy eating.
So what you want to hear? What you want to hear about somebody who calls you? They want to talk to me privately.
No, I'm just a concerned citizen. As a concerned citizen, that's why I wanted to know what's going on. You know, your safety is paramount. Yeah. And so you understand how we just on a tactical conversation, and then the person just called, but then the voice too.
Yeah. And you understand? The person I called, the person was giving me some sensitive information.
Yeah.
Don't want her. It's a she, but she don't want her voice to be up there.
But I hear the voice.
Yeah, she don't want her voice to be up there so people will know who's speaking, who's giving the information.
Yeah, and I real she too, because the she voice, they get some she voice like a sound she. You understand? Yeah. But then they get a she voice like a sound funny too. So the other she are real she. I beg you.
They don't want something real, right?
Yeah?
You want something real good, right?
No, Mr. Kind of part of our training. Woman who look good in the face, even when they talk, we can know.
You can look in the voice too.
The voice can be something that way. The one who get problem to in the face, who talking in the face when you hear the voice.
Steve is a mess. Let me tell you the truth.
Okay.
Steve won't put me in a situation that
I will leave it. No, I will leave it.
I'm leaving the show, man. I'll see you later.
I will leave it. I will leave it. And I see you on my point. Said when you know infinite that time, remember? I'll leave it.
I'll see you, man.
Yeah, I will be there. Yeah, so that the whole issue there, that sticker issue, we'll go discuss it right now. We'll meet and we'll discuss it and put it together. We'll face it. We'll face things. But folks, y'all, thank you. Always for your support, y'all. Thank you. The kind of conversation I'm beginning to level. Yeah, laughing all day. Like funny conversation. Begin you'll be fun. You'll settle. Relax. Your life will buy already said. But anyways, folks, y'all, thank you so much. Always for following SK TV. The inside that sticky issue there. You can't discuss in public that sticky issue. So I will call your folks. You thank you. Don't end the show. You have a good day. Yeah, because when we leave, you want to be here to tomorrow morning. We gotta move on.